Stop. I'm getting a cup of tea. Wait. Oh, I was feeling awful yesterday, man. Just stomach pains doubling over. Me versus my stomach. I won. I just punched myself until I was healthy. I think that's how healing works in real life. So, low-key expecting sunglasses. I could go and get them. I do look... Hang on. Hang on, let me go and get sunglasses. Health maxing. Oh, oh, God. That's just how I feel today. That's just like... I haven't even taken... I was going to click the camera activator on OBS, and then I was going to be in the corner of the screen, but I forgot to take the little privacy screen off the camera. Screw it. This is just how we're streaming from now on. Just pretend that I'm in there. Just pretend that it... Oh, God, this is so much... This is the Mondayest Monday. Hang on. Here we go. Hooray. God, I look rough. It's been a day in the editing mines. I say that, I've been arranging JoJo figurines in the living room all day. That's pretty much been it. Good luck. I had a shower earlier and I've not gelled my hair, and I'm going to be real. I think you can tell. I think you can tell. Used and abused. Yes, that's what I had a stomachache yesterday, so I just punched myself in the stomach all night until it went away. Turns out, remarkably effective. The hair's fluffy. I've got a combination of gamer sups and a cup of tea. We're going to power through this, alright? Caffeine maxing. That's what we're doing. I'm looking very Top Gun, thank you. I feel the need to go slow and steady through this dungeon to make sure that we don't miss anything. Right. Problem. Two problems I need your help with. First of all, I'm going to attempt to tank, which is where you take all of the damage, the Sunken Temple. I don't remember the route, so somebody is going to have to remind me of the route through the Sunken Temple. The Temple of Athel-Katla, whatever it's called. Athel-Hakar. The Temple of Athkatla, we're going with that. That's the one in... Ooh, the medallions is in the Blasted Lands. Let's just fly to Netherguard Keep. But I think I need to go to the other... Screw it, I'm just going to use my... I can use a Hearthstone. This is easier. This is the one dungeon you needed. We're doing the Temple of Athel-Katla. The Sunken Temple. Now, that's obviously quite a complicated temple. So some of you guys will have to help me. Okay, Hollyhoof and Nick knows the way. South, north, southwest, southeast, northwest, northeast for the bottom part. You take a left, then go up, then a right, then down, then back again, further right, down again. Okay, cool. You guys know where you're going. I'm just going to move. Also, I have unlocked the Avenger's Shield attack, which is where you throw your shield, and I have bound it to F for throw the shield. So when I press F, I will throw the shield, like this. And then I will grab the enemy's attention. You maybe think I would miss the stream, but you would be wrong. I knew you wouldn't miss the stream. I believed in you. But what I'm doing right now is... But you need the shield to tank. Ah, yes, but the shield comes back to you. That's how it works. That's the Captain America special. The American special is, first of all, throw the shield, and then bring them some freedom. That's what needs to happen. I've heard that there's oil in this temple. So we're going to go and bring them some liberation. That's what's going to happen. Also, next question is, in 3 weeks' time, I am doing a TEDx talk. So, I ask all of you, what is TED? We've got 3 weeks. It's fine. Is it written yet? You're asking a complicated question there, Matt, with a lot of different answers and a lot of different moving parts to it. Now, you'd think that the answer would just be yes or no to, is my TEDx talk a 15-minute presentation that will be immortalized forever online, written, scripted, and rehearsed? You'd think I could just say no. However, one of the skills that you will acquire being a TEDx speaker is the ability to say a great many words without actually saying anything. Why is the DVD logo still there? Why did nobody point out that was still going? So I have mastered the art, and I've mastered it through being a Twitch streamer. I did, check, you didn't. The ability to say many words without actually imparting any information to anyone is very important. Go up there and imagine the audience naked and yourself in George. Okay, if you tell me to do that, I will get it mixed up and I will just go up there in a pair of jorts. Nothing else. I am being summoned to Atal Hakar. Let me accept. Today you have awesome drip. With the sunglasses you look like Maverick Top Gun. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right, the Temple of Athelcatla, which is this place just here. Sparkling water and sourdough bread. Oh, you know me so well. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Right, water, water, bread. Lovely stuff. Let's just get everything ready. So, seems to be the same team we normally have. Kath, I'm guessing you're going with kings onto everyone. You do seem to be. Which means I will go with that onto myself. Nick, you are a mage, which means you're going to want wisdom. Karth, you're going to want wisdom as well. Druz, you're a warlock, you're going to want wisdom. And Hollyhoof, you're a priest, you're going to want wisdom. Possibly we actually want to put on the salvation to... Yeah, salvation on me and the other damage dealers. So warlock, you want salvation. Cool. Hollyhoof and Nick, salvation, salvation. All right, sweet. Yeah, we seem good. We seem ready to go. And then also this onto me. Kath, you can have wisdom. You've got wisdom. Just realized you're all very short. We're not short. We're... Okay, let's go. Right, let me get ready to throw my shield. We're not short, we're jort. I'm the perfect height, all right? I'm always ready to... I was going to lose it all then. I was going to risk it all. I was ready to sell out the Alliance. I kind of like the fact you have to swim to get to the Sunken Temple. It really forces home the fact that it is indeed sunken. You've been binging the Says channels all day. You've not been earning Visa any money. You've waited until the Says channel was demonetized. God damn it. Wait till it's remonetized, then binge it again. Okay, I've not tunk this dungeon, which is the active verb of to tank, in ever. So you guys are going to have to kind of bear with me for this. Any quests to share? I don't actually think so. I don't know. We'll find out soon. Oh, yeah, hang on. Sunken Temple. Jamanal the Prophet. Right. You guys have shared and accepted. Brilliant. You binge it like once a week. Good. You're here for your dose of parasocial interaction. I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough. I think we go this way. Now, it seems that somebody has already completely cleared out this whole temple area. So, like, great. It's going to be a team effort of what we do. Do we go this way? Or do we go this way? You're not in the instance yet. It's fine. I'll see what we're doing. I think I know what we're doing. Oh, yep. Avoid the priests. We should get some good experience here. One complete run of the Sunken Temple is going to be good. Week off to a good start. I felt awful yesterday, man. Troy, welcome in. You love some of the loot of this dungeon. Oh, yes, the dragon caller. Call of the dragon or whatever it's called. The little sword that summons a little emerald dragon dude. Super rare. Oh, thank you, Ione. I appreciate that. Run to instance. Yes. So just run in. Just sprint in, go this way, avoid all the enemies. And we made it! Right, now, the problem with this dungeon is it's really big. It's really big, and it's really long, which is not something that I can identify with, which means one of you guys is going to have to help me. So which way do we go? Druz, who knows? Nick seems to know the way. I promise to pass any plate shoulders, don't want you getting sick again. That was what it was. Right, who knows the way? Druz, you seem to know the way. So I'm going to trust you. I'm going to go this way. Right, let me try something. Press F for throw the shield. Hell yeah. Love it. Love it so much. Oh my goodness, thank you all for the tier 1 ad blockers. That's very kind of you. It's not coffee, it's tea, but I've got some gamer subs next to me, so don't you worry. What I will be doing as well is drinking between every single pull, because paladins have a drinking problem. That is very generous gifting, thank you very much. You are once again... You are reinforcing my belief that I absolutely 100% should continue. Right, full clear. Maggots 2. Thank you for giving me water breathing, I appreciate that. We can skip the maggots. No skip, only kill. Last time, the maggots dropped a flurry axe. I remember that. Like, it's a vivid memory of mine. Maggots dropped the flurry axe. And because of that, I will kill every maggot we see from now on. I will never not kill a maggot, because the chance of them dropping a flurry axe is low, but not zero. Imagine skipping the flurry axe drop. You'd feel foolish if you did. Can you imagine if we get it again? From another maggot. That'd be amazing. Right. I think we kill everything around here as well. We ready? Oh, I've got this. Just contact GM to give me the flurry axe. That could work instead. It'd be nice to have one. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to have one, you know. Right. Okay, we don't activate the snake statues yet, do we? We kill everything before we go and activate the snake statues. But then we go back and activate them afterwards. It's just a really, really big dungeon. Okay, got it. I'm going to be drinking a lot in this dungeon because, honestly, I have a lot of problems and I'm hoping to forget. Do you think they're all girls? MMORPG. Many men online role-playing girls. How's my jorts? Always good. You know they are. I have got the Avenger's shield attack. I have bound it to F for throw the shield. I am becoming the face of jorts. I didn't choose the jort life. Because honestly, nobody does. I do appreciate my job as just stand here and get hit. Like, I can do that. Apparently I've got a very punchable face in-game. Do 3/4 count as jorts? Don't make the Civil War begin. We were having a fun time with this. We don't need to come along with specific clarifications of exact shapes and sizes. This is how schisms form. This is how splinter cells break apart. This is how friends, neighbors, become enemies. That's how bad neighbors become bad friends. Right, do we do the down here bit? Do we go down here? Then come back up? Or do we... Oh, watch yourself, guys. Spawn of Hakar. Let's kill this guy. Nice. Hey, very nice. Slither scale boots. Armor. Mana per 5 seconds. That's good for shamans and stuff. That is decent. Don't know if we need them. I'll greed them, but I'm not going to need them. That's a great question, Josh. I think it's important. It is important we can ask questions like this. I've got a lot of friends in the question-asking community. At this level, it's for druids. I think as well, I need to start kind of accepting that at this level, like, it just really doesn't matter. Like, we're going to be replacing pretty much everything we get pretty soon anyway. Do you have any friends in the answering questions community? I actually know a guy that'd be really good at that, because he could answer that question for you. Josh, you are a professional question answerer. You think so? I'm a professional replier. Let's not say that they're always, you know, answers. This is like the porn stars I know a guy bit, where he always knows a guy from just down the road. The guy is me. I'd say that I'm more of a replier and less of a question answerer. Josh, what's the answer to this question? Honestly, at that point, the friends we made along the way. Let's keep going. We're doing really well with this. The temple, by the way, is absolutely bloody huge and will require us to do several different layers of things. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. That's how we can actually tell whether a human is a human or an AI. The best way to get a question answered on the internet is to give the wrong answer. Because if you give the wrong answer on the internet, just hang around for a bit and somebody will come across, I guarantee it, with the right answer. Remember that AI is just a really advanced predictive text. That's pretty much all it is. It doesn't understand context or ideas or the words it's saying. It just knows that they are more likely to appear after the previous word. It doesn't know what it's saying. It just knows that statistically, whatever it's saying is likely to come after the word it just said. I have a hard time explaining this to people. AI doesn't actually understand things. It is just right now a very advanced word prediction model. That's large language models, not all AI. When we get to general AI, which is actually capable of understanding stuff beyond itself, then cool. You know, I'll be really excited for that. That sounds awesome. I want to see where that goes. But until then, it is just, this is the most likely word to come after this previous word based on the words that we know. Where's the flurry axe? Like, it's meant to be around here somewhere. It was in a maggot last time. How many flurry axes today? So far, 0. And I'm a little bit hurt by that. I'm a little bit offended. Genuinely annoyed. Anyway, I was slightly ill yesterday because I had a bit of a stomach thing. What are you guys up to? What's... Champion's Leggings of Power. Hang on. Right, male armor, so I can wear it. 230 armor, plus 40 attack power. That's pretty good. Like, I could go for that. Is that useful for me? I would lose strength and stamina. But that's really good. However, I don't need that. I'll greet it, but not need it. You stared at the big rectangle. If you enjoy a day staring at the big rectangle, you can then come home and enjoy a day staring at the slightly smaller rectangle. And then in the evening, you can go and stare at the even smaller sideways rectangle. Life's just rectangles all the way down, man. We're just rectangle people. You were playing Final Fantasy 1 and you asked ChatGPT to show you the next steps on the map and it generated a completely wrong map. It's just an amalgamation of all the data that has come before it. It's not smart. It's just a prediction model. The next trend will be circular phones. You have to unleash the power of the pyramid. Do you guys want to know a random fact? Did you know you can aim tab targeting? People don't know this. I learned this a few days ago. I didn't know it until then now, but I want to share it with you. If you hold tab and then you hold right click so you can move the camera, it actually automatically targets whichever enemy is in the middle of the screen. Did you know you can do that? That is a good sword. Tusker Sword of the Wolf. Oh, god damn, that's awesome. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I don't need that. But yeah, when we get to a group of enemies, I'll show you. I didn't know you could do that. Watch this. So, I mean, there's only one enemy, so it's not going to work. You need multiple so it works. But yeah, if you hold tab and then use right or left click to move the camera around, it will actually change the enemy that it is targeting based on who is closest to the center. I'm discovering new mechanics. I did not know this. I knew you could do it. I'll see if I can do it with this group here. So hold tab, and you'll see as I look around, I'm just holding tab. That's really cool. I genuinely did not know you could do that. Metagame's about to change, guys. I bet everyone in the dungeon right now is trying it. They're like, I didn't know you could do that. But yeah. I knew it, but I thought it targeted the closest. No, it's whichever one is closest to the center of the screen. Random facts, man. Random facts. It's kind of dope, isn't it? Like, you can just switch from one to the other. I might end up using that quite a bit more than anything else, to be honest. Or you can left-click them up. No. No, the mouse is too valuable to be used for left-clicking. Right-clicking only on the mouse. We've all learned something new today. Every day is a school day. Every day we learn something new. What's in this scum-covered bag? It's just some money. There you go. Right. South. North. Right, let's do. Okay, so. Nick, take south. Cut. Southwest. Druz. I can run southeast. Cool. Just split up as you come to doors. Split up as you come to the doors. Let's do this. You guys shouldn't need me. Everything should be fine. Okay, who is going... I think I'm south. Yes. Okay. Same one in position. Oh, south's done. Southwest's done. Oh, you guys have already done that. Okay, gotcha. You're way ahead of me. I thought we were all going to kind of sit back around our specific pillar and then all activate at the same time. But instead, they were just doing that. 4 dominating, taking charge women are in this dungeon run, and I'm just here for the vibes. I'm just here to see what's going on. Right. Random fact, you can only get hailstorms and hail during the summer. I did not know that. Do you guys want to... Okay, let's do random facts. Random facts that are going to make us all interested. Did you know the average number of legs that a human being has is slightly less than 2? That's horrible to think about, but it is true. Strawberries are not a berry. There we go. They're actually a straw. Yes, I'm coming to meet you now. You guys are really far away. Hang on, I'm on my way. Did you know? From the northeast, on my way. Did you know that if you counted up all of the hot dogs sold in America outside football stadiums on a Saturday that was not followed by a bank holiday Monday, you would get a number that you cannot do anything with? No way. I know, right? But have you tried? Obviously. We've all tried. Hang on, I'm running the really, 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 really long way around here. But I'm going to get to here next. I'm nearly in the right place. Look, I'm here. I'm on my way. Did you know? Okay, here's a genuine fact, okay? Genuine, real fact. If you took a human being and you laid every single vein, artery, or blood vessel in that person in a straight line, end to end, that person would die. Source. No, they would not create a source. They would instead simply be dead. Proceeds to ask R as in ready, and then just go and do it anyway. Part of being a paladin, I've discovered, is just asserting dominance. Like, we're also here for the... At this point, honestly, we're kind of here for the experience. Am I starting to look like that guy from Cowboy Bebop? Who is that guy from Cowboy Bebop? Is it because of the curl of the hair? Boss is down there. Let's get the experience first. Am I giving Spike Spiegel vibes? I'll take that. That is a big compliment. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Being compared to Spike Spiegel is a very good compliment. Love the fact that I can just target using holding tab. There we go. On me, guys. I swear to God, if we get one good drop off any of these trash mobs, I'll be so happy. That's all we need. One good drop. Salvation ran out. Give me a second then. Alright, Nick, you're a mage. You want salvation. Cart, you want wisdom. Droz, you want salvation. And Holly, you want wisdom. I want shield wall. Everyone else wants to go this way. This isn't the hardcore servers. No. No, I don't intend to go down. Was it Guzu that did the Guzu hole? I do not intend to do the same thing that he did. Yes. Now, I'm not going to dive into Guzu's hole today. Either he may or may not want that. It's not happening. Does anyone not know the story of the Guzu hole? Because if you don't, it's definitely a story that the Jedi would not tell you, but it is worth looking into. Flurry axe is one-handed. Yes, the flurry axe is, many people would say, the best one-handed axe until, honestly, Outland. It's so, so good because of how fast it is and because it gives you a chance at a second hit. You do not know the story. Go to Google or go to YouTube and type in the Guzu hole. Believe it or not, it's actually so famous now that Blizzard have added an Easter egg to this dungeon because of it. Guzu is a very good World of Warcraft player, and he was playing on hardcore, and they were doing a boss that's at the very top of this tower, but you'll notice up there there's a hole in the floor. The boss at the very top can fling you into the air, and unfortunately he got flung into the air and, incredibly unlucky, managed to hit the hole perfectly, fall all the way through, and die, hitting the floor. So he lost his hardcore character for a completely unlucky boss chance of being flung into the air. So, hilarious. You know, no doubt we were all finding it very funny. Fall of Guzu. And people thought that it was so funny that in some of the servers there is now a dead orc. A little dead orc body permanently. Is it in this one? We'll see if it is. It's in Season of Discovery, that's the one. Yeah, it's the fact that it was a hardcore character, which meant death obviously deleted the character, and it was such an unlucky fall through it. Was so specifically unlucky. Okay. So, ads first. It was his staff-only warrior. God, it was so unlucky for it. Love the stream overlay. Well, thank you very much. Right. So we want to try and pull the ads without pulling the boss, which I don't know if I can do. I might just end up pulling the boss. There we go. Up we go. And down we go. Hitting me in the air is fine. I can just heal myself. Beautiful. Oh, the Tusk Ring. That's actually great for me. That is a waist armor with 18 strength, 8 stamina. Ah, but the current Chloromesh girdle. That gives me extra damage. You know, that's probably better for me. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. I'm going to wear it. And excellent. I got it, which is the correct thing that should have happened. On you go. It's not even cloth. I know, right? There we go. All loot is tank loot until it's decided that all loot is hunter loot. I am learning that as a tank I have priority on everything. The thing is, my other belt gave me increased damage on magical effects. The problem is that I need increased spell damage, but I don't think you really get any plate armor that has increased spell damage until you're in Outland. What does this do? Altar of Hakar. Do I need to use this? It's for a quest. Oh, okay, cool. Not me then. Not me. Yeah, because as a paladin tank, I want to have spell power. But spell power and plate is pretty rare. To be fair, I'm not really going to worry about gearing up until we are actually in Outland, because all of this stuff is going to be replaced until then. Just put 40 spell power on a flurry axe. Oh my god, that would be the ideal. Like, if I could get that, I'll be happy. The only reason that I don't like the flurry axe is it's an axe instead of a hammer. And to me, the hammer is just much more thematic for a paladin. Because if you're going to be a paladin, you've got to be ready for the paddling. Like a flurry hammer. That's what we could go with. Hammers do be more hammery. Yeah, we need iron foe. I need my own personal iron foe. Agility and stamina, it's leather. It's not even plate. If I get iron foe, I'm using it. You're sure it's a little more open. I realise that the quality of gameplay is not keeping people around. And the conversations get repetitive. But chest hair, that's forever. Two-handed swords or polearms all the way, forget hammers. Well, fine, you can forget hammers, but I'm not going to forget hammers. Josh, will I be going to ExileCon? Not this year. Hopefully next year. I'm going to get the Sulphurous Hammer at 60. Iron Foe. I really want the Gladiator's Hammer from the PvP stuff. You know, when I hit 70, I will be doing PvP. Simply because I want the golden armor. The Paladin golden armor is important to me because it looks good. And I think you need the golden Paladin armor because looking good is very important. How cool you look actually affects how much damage you do. It's just so cool. I think it was Lord Commander or something, Lieutenant, whatever it was called, I want it. That's the armor that I want. And I'm going to get it. And I don't care if I have to die repeatedly in PvP to get it, I'm going to get it. The gold is impressive. I will die again and again and again and again and again to prove that I am good at PvP. Grand Marshal, that's the one. Can you get honor points by dying? That's the question. I think you can, can't you? Like, as long as you're just in the PvP game, you'll still get points. Meaning you could still get the points even if you weren't necessarily winning. It's very important that I can still progress without winning, because chances are I'm not going to. Yes, if you keep dying in a battleground. That'll work, I can do that. I can definitely just keep dying. What if the enemy doesn't die around the same time that I die, but I die and the enemy doesn't? What if that happens? Like, you still got participation points. Like, you still get a participation trophy, don't you? I'm big into participation trophies. Got so many of them. Like, if you just show up, eventually you will get enough points. It will be faster if you accidentally learned how to play the game while dying. That's not going to happen. Right. We going up or we going down? Or we going normal way? Oh, this is where you have to go normal way, then back, and then up, and then normal way, then back, and then up. It's like a kind of zigzaggy thing, isn't it? I think Space Pirates should be this week, yes. PvP gear is all about just putting in the hours. You don't need to be good at them, just put in the hours. We ready? Here we go. Give me something good, balcony mini-boss. You gave me nothing, god damn it. Just show up, and eventually, if you show up enough, they give you the armor out of pity. Like, I'm going to get the golden armor. Don't get me wrong. That's going to happen. I am going to get it. Which way? This way? I mean, as long as we go one way, it's kind of fine, isn't it? If you're a little bit good, it takes fewer hours. What if I'm a lot a bit good? Hakar has some nice tank armor. I've already got the belt. New salvation, please. That's on Nick. There we go. Cart, you're going to want wisdom. Druze, you're going to want salvation. Holly, you're going to want wisdom. Let me just grab my own. Josh, you ever seen Guzu getting tail swapped? Of course, we were talking about Guzu's hole earlier. And how he got killed in this dungeon. Right, Holly, you wanted... There we go. I've already got this. Perfect. Right, let's do this. You're always 10 minutes late, don't you worry. Don't you worry, nothing much happened. We're just doing some Sunken Temple. We're seeing what we get. If anything good, might be something good, might be nothing, who knows? We're all here. We're making good experience, though, that's really decent. I love the amount of experience in this dungeon. It's Sunken Temple, it's the same thing for an hour, and seeing as I'm streaming for 4 hours, it's the same thing for 4 hours, let's go! Repetitive gameplay for 4 hours, say it isn't so. But I mean, it's an MMORPG, of course that's what it is. I'm a frog. Thank you. Right, so we've come down here. We don't need to go down the steps, we just need to do the middle bit. Yeah, you don't need to go down the steps. I am learning. Are we ready? Here we go. This dungeon now loops. Will I ever revisit Genshin Impact? I mean, eventually. In the future. Never say that you'll never. Heavy War Staff, Bag of Mojo. We don't need that. What was the big bag of Mojo that I couldn't get more than one of? Oh, was it like a quest item? Hi Josh, you're looking like a post-Shag James Bond. That's a very specific look, but also yes. That is my casting type. When Pierce Brosnan is busy and needs to go and do the action scenes, I will do the scenes from far away when he has just landed back in the capsule from space in the middle of the ocean. That's who I am and what I do. And you're all welcome. Yeah, I'm a frog. This is going very well, guys, by the way. Good teamwork so far. Dark-haired guy number 5. People always go, oh, you look like, and then they name an actor. And I'm like, all you're doing is naming a white guy with black hair. That's it. Like, if you need white guy with black hair, I've got you covered. I am that guy. I don't think we need to go down here yet, do we? I mean, I'll double check, but I think we need to go up. Let me see, though. I could be wrong. I was wrong. Launch the shield at him. I could be a stunner. Far enough away, I look like anyone important. I'm the guy that you go, is that... Oh, no. That's the vibe. I mean, someone's got to do that. I guarantee you somewhere there is a talent agency going, we just don't have enough white guys with black hair. God damn. What a rare casting type we're trying to achieve. What a remarkably rare look. Nobody's leaving drama school that looks like this anymore. If only. If only we had access to this exact specific look of actor. God damn. That's a great way of looking at it. I could play any Xbox 360 action game protagonist. John Gunman. That's who I could play. In literally anything. They're like, oh, you know what? We need a guy to play Groff McGruffman. He's fresh out the military. He's going back to his family. But one more thing calls him back. The aliens have invaded one more time. That's what happens. If only John McGeneric Man can save anyone. Duke Nukem returns with a slightly new look. He's a little bit more effeminate. We couldn't quite afford Henry Cavill. But that is very much the vibe that I think I give off. Josh, do you do birthday parties? Not since the incident. Are we going down here? I assume we're going down here. How many children died? If you ask me, honestly, not enough. Which I think is why I'm not invited back. Look, I tried to organize something, and when they said that we want Pin the Tail on the Donkey, I went for realism, which apparently is a taboo and also illegal. And not allowed at the PETA reunion. Personally, it's political correctness gone mad. That's what it is. I'll tell you what, though, guys, in all seriousness, nostalgia, it just ain't what it used to be. Now, that's a very, very clever joke. Ooh, okay, hang on. We've got some new boots. Stamina, agility, and intellect. They are male. I've got stamina, and strength. But that's stamina, agility, and intellect, which I think might be better for me. Because I need agility and I need intellect. I mean, yeah, shaman boots, we know that, but are they still good? I might take them. I might also equip them. Armor would go down, but I would get agility and intellect, which I need more than strength. Question is, how do they look? Oh god, they look horrible. The grippers are on full display. That's not even... What? The toes are out. The dogs are barking. I can't believe that. We're slapping soul on the Temple of Athkatla. I don't know if I can give this away for free. No. Goodness me. I got dangerously close to tier 4 subs right there. Damn, son. Put the dogs away. You guys nearly got so much for free there. Is this Patreon content? I mean, I Patreon. That might even jump on the Fansly. Will they be worn on the Slutterday streams? Let's be real. I think every day is kind of embodying what Slutterday used to be. I think it's just kind of been like a general vibe now of that's who we are and what we do. I also really appreciate the fact, by the way, that when the minion when the Warlock minion runs in, it automatically interrupts whatever the enemy spellcaster was doing. I loved that. That's really cool. The fact that the Warlock minion has a built-in charge interrupt is great. Salve ran out again. Salve. Thingy. Salve. Thingy. When am I going to create an OnlyFans network company like other YouTubers? Other YouTubers are cowards, alright? They're not doing OnlyFans for the main reason for it. They're putting in like silly, just regular stuff. No, I'll just do I'll do full on stuff. Alright, don't get me wrong. I know the right people. I'm not going to tease you. Not going to make you think, oh, will he, won't he? No, no. Full on pole and hole. It'll all be there. We're not messing around with this. We're not doing one of those, oh, it's going to be a joke thing of pictures of fans. No, don't you worry. I know exactly what people are there for. I've been on the internet more than a day. People are like, when? When will this happen? They'll be full-on jorts. We don't half-ass things here. Oh no, we whole-ass them. Both of which will be involved. Should have probably waited until I had all the aggro grabbing abilities before I jumped on. Alright, bring everything to here. Here we go. Yeah, we got this. Still no flurry axe, though, which honestly is weird. Like, I thought I'd have seen one by now. I thought I'd have seen at least one. And yet I have not. It's just an explosion of chest hair, whips, and me being really pedantic about the Dungeons and Dragons rules. That's what it's going to be. Just so you all know. Because I know that's the content you all really want. Last balcony boss. I think we've done pretty well with this so far. Yeah, the view count has gone up. Substantially. There we go. Ooh, Boots of Spirit. Stamina and Spirit. Once again, they're not for me. And I think now we've heard the rise up twice. Which way now? Do we go down the regular path? Do we go down normally, or do we jump off the edge of the balcony? I can never remember which we're meant to do here. Some people suggest jumping off the edge. I would say if we're going to jump, we jump kind of somewhere safe. The fun way. Okay. I would say to here. Okay. Let's go. Really hoping that I'm going to be able to survive this. Lovely. That was decent. No one died. Just asleep for 10 seconds. Okay. Cool. Right. Go slow. We go slow and steady. Doesn't win the race, but nobody dies. That's the important way to look at it. Arrive alive. Follow what those hedgehogs taught me in primary school and cross the road slowly and safely. Also, keep drinking lots of wine while I'm down here, because paladins have a problem. King of the road, thank you, Anna. Did I look both ways? No, just sprinted, honestly. Left it up to Jesus. What's the point of being a paladin if you're not going to believe? Now, what we don't want to do is grab all the enemies in one go, so I'm not going to... Oh, well, you know, fine, screw it, let's do it. All the enemies in one go, let's see what happens. What if I throw the shield again? Bouncy, bouncy. If the healer ain't sweating, what are we doing? Like, the healer's got to be a little scared. Not a lot. Just a little. Do we go clear a pack down here? This way first? They come on the last boss. Okay, gotcha. They do, don't they? We're doing a full clear anyway. They come on the last boss. Well, as long as that's consensual, and the last boss is okay with that, I see no reason to yuck anybody's yum. If that's what they want to do, they can go for that. Alright? You're a bad healer, you're never scared. If they die, they die. Alright, Drago. Do we just... Okay, now back. Gotcha! How far through the WoW expansions do I want to play? I probably want to stop when it gets to Mists of Draenor. I feel that was where it kind of lost a lot of steam. Battle for the Shadowlands didn't really stick out to me either. So I'll probably finish Wrath of Arthas and then see where we kind of look, what WoW Classic is looking like from there, to be honest. We've definitely done pretty well with not dying. I am predicting the WoW Plus expansions. Ricochet Blunderbuss of the Wolf. Ah, the old blunderbussy. I don't need that. Anyone got the Hakkar quest? The egg. Are we going to do it? Let's do it. Whatever it is, we can do it. I've done this dungeon a couple of times, and there's so many mini-quests in here. Do I have a favourite era of gaming? Obviously, everyone's favourite era is when they're about, like, 14 or 15 years old, but I do think there was something special about the PlayStation 2 moving into the Xbox 360. I think the battle between the PS2, the PS3, and the 360 really pushed a lot of developers and a lot of game makers to be the best they could possibly be. I think there was a huge amount of innovation there, especially when you had things like the Game Boy Advance come onto the scene as well. I think previously, a lot of old gaming was about doing as much as you possibly can with limited resources. Now it seems to be much more about finding as many resources as you need to do what you need to do, which I think is a shame because it almost it removes the technical need for limitation. Limitation breeds creativity. It's very important to remember that. When you are limited on what you can and cannot do, you find a way to be creative with what you've got. When you give someone unlimited resources and just say, you know, you've got everything you need, go, you never find that level of creativity. And I think the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox 360 were powerful enough to make really good games, but just limited enough to need you to find ways to make the complicated stuff work. And so I think I really like any era where the vision is slightly above the technology. And the reason I like that is because it means that the vision isn't impossible, it's just complicated to do. God damn, okay, this is quite a lot. Let's yeah, I think you're in a lovely position when you can see that creatives have this idea that they want to do, and they know the technology will get them 90% of the way there. But when your technology is 90% of the way there, you need to work out how you can get the remaining 10%. And that's where the creativity comes from. In my mind, anyway. When you look at old games about how much stuff they do or don't render and what kind of special tricks they use, I mean, look at how much content they got on the first Pokemon cartridge for the Game Boy. That was incredible. The amount of stuff they were able to fit into that cartridge, absolutely huge, because they worked out ways they could reuse assets and reuse sound effects and reuse numbers. It was incredible. I love that stuff. So to me, when the creative ambition is just slightly ahead of what the technology allows, you see what creative people do best, and that's find solutions to weird problems. They're like, well, this shouldn't work, but it does. And I think the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox 360 era was a great exemplifier of that. It was that moment of, we have a load of cool stuff, and we've got a load of cool ideas, but we aren't quite there yet. Remember when you get the blood in this dungeon, go and put it on one of the things? We need to put out the fire. Oh, that's a great way of putting it. You missed the time when your brain was too small to recognize something as a political message. I love that some people will say everything is political, and I think that everything can be read in a political way, and if you're going to include the personal politics of the people that make your favorite games, then yeah, everything is political in that aspect. But is it possible to be able to step back and say, I actually don't know anything about the politics of this person? All right, two more bits of corrupted blood to find. Sometimes I think that I like people more the less I know about them. Because many years ago, when a game was made, you didn't necessarily know anything about the developer, you just knew the game was being made. And when the game was completed, you played the game. Now, you know everything about the developer's personal thoughts and feelings and ideology and worldview while the game is being made, which means that playing the game to some people is seen as an endorsement of the ideology of the developer, when that was never really the case. But now, is ignorance an excuse? Can you say, well, actually, I don't know what this developer thinks or feels or wants or does? Okay, I'm completely out of mana, so good luck, everyone. We Cannot allow you to summon Hakar. Well, we've got to go and stop these dudes then. On my way. I mean, do you think there are any really big, important, famous games that would have tanked had people have known what the developer of the game was like outside of just developing games? Like, I don't know anything about the personal politics of the dude that made Roller Coaster Tycoon, but if I did, if anyone did, do you think they would have not played Roller Coaster Tycoon? Do you think there are kids out there who have no idea who Notch even is but still play Minecraft? I think there probably are. There are probably people out there who do not know who or what a Notch is, but they will still play Minecraft. The question is, if they knew about Notch and disagreed with any of his personal politics, do you think they would then see playing Minecraft as a performative endorsement of those politics? And this is what people mean when they say everything is political. They don't mean that it necessarily has an overtly political message. They mean, if you know about it at all, is engagement endorsement? That's the question. Is engagement endorsement? Yay or nay? Okay, I'm against you guys. Sorry about that. Beautiful. I'll be paying attention to you in a moment when I've tried to take this dude down. Good job, guys. Right, we've got the Spire of Hakar and the Might of Hakar. The Spire is a two-handed staff. Increases the damage and healing done by magic up to 18. That's pretty decent. I don't need that. And the Might of Hakar is a one-handed mace, which is cool, but is a little bit too slow for a paladin like me. The mace isn't as good because my current mace hits a lot faster, which means that it applies the holy damage quicker. I'm not bothered about that. Do I need the Might of Hakar mace, strength and stamina? I don't think this is good for me. It's a shame, because with being a protection paladin, I want to be hitting as fast as possible, and my current mace also restores mana, so it's cool, but I'm going to pass it. Good job, team, by the way. Guys are absolutely smashing it so far. So, I think what we're talking about, the internet's made this worse. The internet has undeniably made this worse. Do you guys think you enjoyed art? People always say you've got to separate the art from the artist. Do you think it was easier to separate the art from the artist when you actually had to actively seek out information on the artist instead of just being given it? Because separating the art from the artist, this is the difference between an active decision and a passive decision. Previously, it was an active decision to find the information. But now, it's so ubiquitous and so common that it's actually an active decision to ignore the information. People have always struggled with art and artist being melded. But I think before the internet made it so bloody popular, it was very easy. Your normal state, your resting state, was not knowing anything. Now, the resting state is knowing far more than you would like. We ready, team? We should be. So I think now what's happened is, when someone says separate the art from the artist, that used to be really easy when you only knew the art, and learning about the artist would require active energy to go and find the information. But now, when you engage with the art, someone will always tell you about the artist, and then you will be left with the mental energy of, well, I want to separate the art from the artist, but am I able to now? Okay, you are the mage, so Slav. And I think some of the artists that have probably endured the best are probably the artists who have been as distant as possible and just let their artwork effectively speak for itself. Do you envy someone who knows very little about the art they're trying to enjoy? Or do you think that person's living in ignorance? At what point does... Because no one likes to be ignorant or think of themselves as ignorant, but at what point is ignorance bliss? When the artist's political views are promoted and venerated in their works. Do you think you read an artist's work differently if you know what their political views are? Do you think you engage with their work in a way that you're almost trying to find proof or to justify that they do or don't think that? Because I've said this before, and I think a lot of people don't get where I'm coming from with this. You can't care about everything. If you cared about everything, you'd just go mad. You'd straight up go insane. So you kind of have to pick and choose your battles with that one. So when I say, is it better not to know? Let's imagine that someone made a really, really, really good video game and you really liked it and you really enjoyed the message and you thought the characters were really well written. But then you learn that that person themselves is a piece of shit in real life. Even though none of that came through in the video game. Would you enjoy the video game less? Or, honest question, would you rather have just not known? Because believe it or not knowing used to be the default state that most of us kind of existed in the 90s. In the 90s and in the early 2000s, most people just had no clue what the artists they were kind of engaging with were really like behind the scenes. And now it's much, much more pushed that you must know what the artists you're engaging with are like behind the scenes. If you don't know, it's almost considered ignorance, and that's wrong. But that's what we mean when we say everything is political. It's this idea that you have to signal that you only engage with art created by people that you agree with, and you don't engage with art created by people you disagree with. But is that harming the art itself? I think a lot of it, this is what we mean when we say performative. You don't actually care whether you do or don't like something or find value in it or enjoy it. You care that other people see you liking or enjoying or valuing the right thing. As if there is a level of social currency gained by liking the right things. And there is. There are also certain people that will like or dislike certain artists. People will dislike them because disliking them is seen as, presenting the correct social image, and liking them is seen as the correct social image. I mean, not everyone, obviously. Not everyone. But we've all seen it before. The other question is AI. Have you ever seen a picture and thought, oh, that's nice, and someone says it's AI, and then you're going, oh, now I hate it? Are you hating it out of the fact that you no longer like the visuals of the image? Or are you hating it because you no longer like what it existing signifies? Which means, is that a level of performance? And this is where it gets dangerous. Because disliking what it signals and what it stands for is fine. Separating art from artists is fine for academics if you want to learn about technique or history. What about when a word was created that you enjoy but later came to light the creator was a reprehensible thing? We are who we pretend to be, is a saying that I quite like. If we like something, maybe we enjoy the aesthetics, maybe we enjoy the surface level, maybe we enjoy the meaning. When we discover that this thing has multiple layers to it, as in it actually means something different, or it was created by someone that wanted it to mean something different. If we change our opinion of that thing based on new information, are we saying that we like some of the layers but not the others? Because I think we are. It's also okay to like some layers but not others. If you enjoyed the thing before knowing about the creator being a piece of shit, what does that say about your interests? Well, it could say that you just like the thing. If you enjoy something that is made by someone who is reprehensible, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are justifying their works, or if you are endorsing them. Because otherwise, everything does become political. Okay, do I have any special spells that would help me? Do I have Blessing of something? Care for the ghosts that spawn from the dead trolls. Are we ready? Here we go. I think one of the interesting things we find is, that's a good one, Snicks, with the edgy humor. Edgy humor is always a worrying one, because when some people joke about it, other people are being genuine about it. Can I not, like, cleanse? Or what was the thing I should be able to do? Destroy the undead with something. There is an old joke as well. Any society that gets its laughs by pretending to be idiots will eventually be joined by actual idiots thinking they're in good company. Yeah, do I have exorcism? I don't know if I do or don't. Find out. The ghosts just die on their own anyway. Okay. Brilliant. Good job, team. Turn Undead and Exorcism. Do I have Turn Undead? Where is Turn Undead? Would it be in Retribution? Retribution has 1 page of skills. I don't think I actually bought Turn Undead. It's a holy spell. Oh, there it is. Cool, so I can make them flee. I mean, if they're immune to everything, we'll just leave it as they are. We're doing fine, to be fair. Okay, I'll try and pull 1 pack. Here we go. How's the prop pally going? You know what? Really well. Really enjoying it, having a great time with it. Kind of, I feel that I'm very much enjoying the gameplay of it, the gameplay loop. It's good fun. I don't think I'm bad at it. Not the best pally in the world, but I'm very close. And we can also have some good conversations while we're going, you know? trying to cast a lot of spells and it's just not letting me. Right. A couple of these guys have some drops, which are lovely. Nice. Yeah, you were being bullied. Sorry about that. Right. Let's go and get these. Yeah, here we go. Lovely stuff. Prot Pally is a great tank in TBC, not sure about the early levels. It's got some challenges, don't get me wrong. Mana is an issue, but I've got a hammer that gives me some back, which is nice. And I love the hammer throw when the enemy is below 25% health. That's a big, big plus. Good job, team. Yeah, the hammer throw below 25 is gorgeous. Definitely one of my favorite attacks. Seal of Wisdom might be better, even at the cost of losing some damage. That's true, because I'm not... Yeah, I don't want to be attacked too much right now. Right, I want to see if I can draw these guys from the side. And if I can, bring them back with me. All the way. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is very good. Josh, Seal, not Blessing, you should keep Sanctity on. Okay, that on. Oh, Seal of Wisdom, that one. Yeah, my bad. So put this on, and then Seal of Wisdom, and then run away from these ghosts. What do the Deathwalker's spirits do? They do something like just so much damage and fear you, don't they? Thank you. I'm still learning the difference between all these things. I'm getting there. They're immune to crowd control and smack you really hard. Gotcha. Right, let's see if I can pull this pack of 3 without pulling that pack of 3. Yeah, we got this. You were scared, you looked very tired on the video about YouTube being a small indie company, but I see you're better. People always pop in and go, you look so tired. Do I? Sorry, God. I'll try and look better. Cool. Got everyone. Are brand new players welcome in the Union? No, you must have been playing this game since, honestly, 2003. If you weren't playing in 2003, you're not a real fan. Yeah, of course you are. Just don't be a dick. It's the main rule. Don't be a dick. If you can do this without being a dick, you're welcome. I thought you would be taller. Thanks. No, I'm 6 foot minus 1. Let's pull this priest all the way back to here. How does one go about signing up to the Union? Just drop me a message or one of the officers a message in game will get you in. Right, watch yourself with these ghosts, guys. Doing really good so far. You finished Pal World today and don't have much else you want to do. Should you go to bed? Yeah, brilliant. At that point, just go and have a nice, chilled, relaxed time. Alright, we're all good. Oh, my own aggro buff. Blessing of Sanctuary is good for me. Blessing of Kings is on. Are we ready, team? Gladiators, are you ready? Right. Let's see who we're going to kill first. Right. Oh, Righteous Fury. Thank you. There we go. Right. Let's do this. Prophet's going down first. Oh, sweet. That was a super fast kill. Good job, team. That was beautiful. Blade of the Wretched. Corrupts the target. Increases attack power by 15. Is it good? And Gloves of the Atali Prophet. I don't think Blade of the Wretched is as good for me as my Fist of Stone, because the Fist of Stone is a hammer. The Gloves, however, increase healing and damage done by magical spells by up to 23. They're cloth. Nah. None of those are good for me. But I will, however, get the Head of Jamal. The Gloves are pretty good. I've got Crag Fists, which are, right now, I've got those ones, which are phenomenally good. Need to run to the restroom? That's fine, Kath. You take your time. We're in no rush. We'll wait for you here. Just say when you're back. What did Jamal do? Jamal died, and I've got his head. Let's have a look where his head is. It's in my inventory somewhere, I assume. There it is. The head of Jamal. A Dragon Epic Sword incoming streamer client. That's the dragon kill, though, isn't it? It's unlikely you get that, but we'll see what happens. I am running the streamer client, so we are more likely to see something rare. That's just true. That's just facts. That's the way it goes. So I was just checking my Facebook messages. Just keeping up with all the drama on MySpace. Got a few more bosses to go, and then, honestly, I've gained like a third of a level in this run. One more of these, and I would gain a full level. I think we can do a Sunken Temple, or the Temple of Athelcatla, in 2 hours. Anything new on Friendster? Don't know. Not entirely sure on that one yet. I've got to check my private messages on FetLife, see what's up with that, and then maybe see if I've got mail. Check your GeoCities. See if anyone's checked in with you on Bebo. You haven't got to worry about spell power in vanilla content. You're fine without it. Or just get neck +2 ring with spell power and the rest strength, stam, int. Strength, stam, and intelligence is my idea, because I want to be strong, I want to have stamina, and I want to be smart. Remember to add a new edgy status onto your MSN. Guys, if your MSN status isn't just song lyrics, then what are we doing? Are we ready to take on these big dragons? There's no real way we're going to get this fight without taking them on both. So I'm going to have to grab them both. If I can get one without the other, I will. You know what? That was decent. That was good. No drops, which is a shame. Don't you worry. Put you on, put you on. Give me a nice big sword, my bro. The Dawnspire Cord. It's not bad. It's cloth armor. Relatively low drop chance. Intellect and spirit, as opposed to strength and stamina. No, I'm good. That's a caster's thing right there. Right, last pack. You guys ready? That's it. Try and bring them all together. Everyone can hit everything. Good job, team. This run's gone smooth so far. Guys, if you didn't update your MSN status with song lyrics that vaguely related to the person you either did or didn't have a personal problem with, did you really use MSN? Okay, which way now? MSN was mostly just about using the knock feature or the little ding feature on other people. What do I think of the GTA 6 leak? The last Grand Theft Auto I played or cared about was San Andreas. So, not really the guy to talk to about this. Although obviously I heard that it had something to do with Dark Viper. You had to log off and on repeatedly to let people know that you were ready to log off and on repeatedly? There we go. Was good, guys. Very good. Chance of us getting the little sword that summons a dragon is remarkably low, but we'll loot this guy in a moment. See what we get. Silver and nothing. Wow. Damn, son. No drops at all. Just silver. Good lord, that was not a happy dragon. Little stingy with drops, guys. Very stingy with drops. Right, are we ready? For what I assume is the final boss of this dungeon. Streamer client do be failing with this. Right, shall we just... Salvation, Warlock, Salvation, Cath... Ollie. He banishes the main tank. Okay, cool. So, guys, don't get... The quest item is in the corner of the room. I have not yet done that. After the boss. Putting down as much as I possibly can. And making him as weak as I can. Oh yeah, easy peasy. Oh god, yeah. Not even worried. Right, we got the Rod of Corrosion and the Dragon's Eye. 6 stamina, 10 spirit, increases damage and healing done by up to 12. That's, I think, I've got 8 stamina and 8 spirit. Is that a good neck for me? Is it better than the Crystalline Shard? That's the question. I don't know if it is. Rod of Corrosion, not bothered about. The Dragon's Eye might... I just don't know if it's better than my Pulsating Crystalline Shard. Less stamina, it's not better. It's better by like 1 damage, but that's not enough. That's not enough for me. I don't need that. I'm going to pass that. Now, what's the quest item that I need to use here? Because I don't have it. Unless this is the quest. Ah! Essence. Got it. And then I use the essence to start a quest. Then I finish the quest here. Cool. Chained essence use. Poisons all enemies in an 8-yard radius around the caster. Cool. Again? You guys want to go again? This took us 2 hours. I'm happy to go again. I might need a portal. I'll go again. Right, let's take 5. Reset. Go again. I will Hearthstone out and meet you back here. I did not know that every class has a special quest for the Sunken Temple. Mine starts in Ironforge, you say? Well then, I'll pop over to Ironforge and see what I can do. Let's pop over to Ironforge. Go and grab my little quest. Are you sure mine starts in Ironforge and not in the other place? Not in Stormwind? It's a few quest chains. Oh, okay, gotcha. So we can't just do it straight away. Right. That's a shame. Well, let's grab a cup of tea. Let's grab a drink, stretch our legs. Let's get ready and then do it again. You probably want to start getting professions. No, you don't actually need professions if you don't ever intend to engage with them. You don't need to engage with professions if I'm going to get the PvP armor by just repeatedly dying and then get the endgame dungeon armor by just grinding the dungeon. Is that why you became a streamer? Yes, because that way I don't need to engage with anything that's of any actual value to humanity, like in general. Giving that priest some wisdom. Go be wise, boy. Everything is venerable. Why bother trading? Yeah. What's my tea bag of preference of the good cuppa? Whichever tea bag comes out of the big bag of tea first. Yorkshire, Tetley, PG. I'm going to say something heinous now, but I think that I need to speak my truth. They all taste the same. Everyone out there going, oh no, it tastes so much different. Right, listen. The water that you use to make it and the milk you put into it is going to make a bigger difference than the tea bag itself. Made with the same water and the same milk and the same amount of sugar or sweetener, whatever floats your boat, all tea tastes the same. It's like how nobody is prepared to admit wine doesn't have a taste. It just tastes like wine. All red wine tastes like red wine. All white wine tastes like white wine. That's it. Who puts milk in tea? Objectively correct people. You got a license for that opinion. I'm still trying to get my opinion license. People are like, oh, this wine is tasting of this and that and the other. It tastes like wine. That's what it tastes like. You've opened a bottle of wine, you put it in the glass, we've drank it, it tastes like wine. There are no surprises. You want to try and act all pretentious? That's okay. You're welcome to do that. It tastes like wine. What's a good breakfast wine? Honestly, Lidl's 5-poundest bottle of wine. Some of these people are like, oh yes, this £5 bottle of wine has won an award and this £500 bottle of wine. You know what the difference is between the £5 bottle and the £500 bottle of wine? The bottle. Not the wine. The bottle is what you're paying for. You can find a £1,000 bottle of wine, tastes like crap. You can find a £5 bottle of wine, tastes great. Honestly, it's all about personal preference. Isn't the same thing with clothes too? Yes, clothes that fit you will look better on you than clothes that are expensive. Some people enjoy something if they know it cost more money. Because there is a level of performative enjoyment to something if you know that it was bloody expensive. Is that bad though? Not particularly. If you enjoy something more because you know it cost more, then the question is, are you enjoying it because of the experience it's giving you, or are you enjoying the entire experience, including the fact that you paid more money for it, which is part of the phenomenology of the experience of the whole thing, which we all know is my favorite word. It's a status thing. If you bring someone round to your house and you bring out a £500 bottle of wine and offer them a glass, they're more likely to think that it's really impressive and really powerful than if you offer them a £5 bottle of wine, even if the wine itself may taste to them the same. It's part of the experience. It's part of the whole nature. And there are certain things that people tell me are nice because they're expensive, and I just don't care about them. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Albio, caviar. Caviar's weird. I would rather have a cheeseburger than a plate of caviar. Phenomenology is always my word of the day, the human experience of the entire event made up of the smaller minutiae of the event. If someone tells you this is a £1,000 watch and that's a £5 watch, do you care about one watch more than the other? As long as they both tell the time. Beyond that, you're looking at the tiny bits of craftsmanship within them. Oh, this has got a smaller clockwork inside, and this is more accurate to the second, and this glows in the dark, and this can do all things. All right, cool, yeah, my watch is a Pokeball. What if you take some cheap wine, print an expensive label to cover the bottle, and just say it's expensive wine? Well done, you have just discovered the wine trade. Pretty sure I've still got my Pokemon watch around here somewhere. I'll try and find it. This tells you that you're just a middle-class human. What, because I have strong opinions over wine? Wine tasters. They hate it when you call them wine tasters. You have to call them sommeliers.
You got my attention. What's on your mind? What's your back?
Why are they sommeliers? Because they think wine has a taste. Hang on. Have I just finished that quest again? Wait for Grim... Oh, god damn, wait for Grimshade to finish. Okay. You see, sometimes things can be high quality and quality is worth paying for, but what I have discovered over my many years of life is that there are some people who will spend more money on things because they are more expensive, and then they will let other people know that the thing they have is more expensive because they believe that that thing will bring them a level of cultural significance, of social standing, of power. They need other people to know that the thing they've got is expensive, because if the other people don't know that the thing they've got is expensive, how are the other people meant to know how much to respect them? Now, where do we go from here? We go, I want to say north to the Swamp of Sorrows. Right, 5 mins, AFK for tea. Then I'll head to dungeon. Right, guys, take 5 minutes. The Supreme Brand Brick. Yeah, because people want to be important. People want to be powerful. Anyway, guys, take 5 minutes. Go and grab a cup of tea. Go and grab a drink. Here's a timer to make sure you don't go anywhere. Will the timer matter? No, of course it won't. I might be quicker. I might be, shorter. It might be longer. Who knows? But here's a DVD logo because you're all millennials. Right, don't go anywhere. Or do. I'm not your dad. Okay, I'm back. Why does the view count go up when I leave? Why do you hate me? It's the logo. Wow. God damn. Right. Let's go and take the quest to do the thing. Is the instance reset? Is now. Sunken Temple has been reset. Fantastic. Right, see you guys next break. Beck, your words, they hurt. They carry weight. They carry meaning. I have listened to them, and they hurt me. Maybe you also need to bounce around the screen like a logo. I will not debase myself to bouncing around the screen like a logo. I'm a classically trained professional actor who has performed in various theatres in and around Broadway. I have taught many people. I have made successful YouTube videos and successful Twitch streams. I will not reduce myself to simply being a bouncing logo. He hit the corner. Of course I hit the corner. I'm not going to edge you guys for too long, am I? I'm going to give you what you want. I want to make sure everyone leaves this stream satisfied. Never say I don't do anything for you. Mango. Right, this seems to be some kind of horde encampment with what look like high-level PvP guards. So I'm going to try and very much avoid aggroing anything around here. So no aggros, no attacks. Oh, in search for the temple of Athelcatla. Let's go this way. There's an alliance base you should grab. No, I'm good. Top tier content. Twitch must be proud. I think Twitch are accepting. So what am I trying to get from this quest? Oh god, this is huge. I forgot how big this temple is. Ah, beautiful. I found the big temple. It was in the water. Athelcatla. Yeah, that's how I say it. If you rearrange the letters, that's what it sounds like. Why am I not walking on water? Are you not G-sus? I'm not G-sus. I'm G-based. Twitch knows who the real DVD logo streamer is, it's true. Alright, I'm at the summoning stone for people. Look, Twitch just need a middle-aged, middle-class English guy to occasionally play World of Warcraft and show you a DVD logo. It's not a complicated niche that I fill, but it is a niche. I am here for that. You know what I do find quite weird? Paladins seem to get the best gear in the Scarlet Monastery, and then just never change. Like, the best shield and the best kind of body armor and tabard is there. Alright, Nick, time to summon you. Scarlet Crusaders are gross. That sounds like someone who needs a bit of crusading. Cart, you can now be summoned. And after we've got Cart, Druz, you're here. Hollyhoof will get you here. Judgment gear is in Blackwing Lair. That's when Paladin gear goes hard. Oh god, yeah, we're going to get the Judgment gear. But I also want to get the Golden gear, the Grand Marshal. Right. Nick, Salvation. Druz, Salvation. Cart, Wisdom. Holly, Wisdom. Me, don't get punched. We all ready, team? I think that was a pretty good run, to be fair. A few days ago, you tell you play Civ 6, or am I dreaming? No, not Civ 6. I've played Command & Conquer, and I've played Civilization 4 and 5, but I've not got much experience with 6. But I was never that good at the Civilization games. I enjoyed them, but they were never really my thing. Command & Conquer Red Alert. Oh god, yeah, great game. The Tiberian Saga was fantastic. I know that... Oh, no egg for Hakkar. That's a shame. I know that the real-time strategy genre has definitely fallen out of favour in the last couple of years, but if I could be in charge of rebooting one franchise, it would be Command & Conquer. I would love that. That would make me happy. Red Alert 2 and Yuri's Revenge were great. I enjoyed the Tiberium Saga more than I enjoyed the Red Alert Saga, to be honest. They were both fun, don't get me wrong. Mara, you have a good night. Take care of yourself. Should level up this run. It's a real shame that you can't throw your shield while running. I wish there were a class that could throw a weapon while they were moving. Like some kind of... like a glaive throw. Like the film Krull. That'd be so cool. There needs to be some kind of class. Maybe it could hunt demonic enemies. That'd be cool. Yeah, like a demonic hunter class. The Dancer. In Final Fantasy XIV, that's the one. Well, the comedy is coming from the fact that the glaive throw is a demon hunter. If they could have laser beams from their eyes, let's not be silly. Okay, let's keep the class fantasy. Let's not go too much. I don't think any of us are prepared for that. So, I think we want to go this way to start off with. I am learning. I am listening. I have opened my listening eyes. And I am ready to throw the shield. Well, have I played Total Annihilation? I have. I enjoyed that. Wasn't that made by the same people that made Supreme Commander? And I loved me some Supreme Commander. I want to say we go up next. Oh, down. Okay, Droz is saying we go down. That's fine. It's the maggots that could drop. Do you like Supreme Commander 2? I do. Okay, random opinion. I actually prefer Supreme Commander 2 over Supreme Commander 1. I get what 1 is doing. I understand the vibe of Supreme Commander 1. It's a much slower, much more tactical game. Supreme Commander 2, I just enjoy more. I have a real big thing about just casting the artillery in Supreme Commander 2. Yasir, you sound tired today. Nope, just normal me. Had a bit of a stomach issue yesterday that I was just absolutely out of action. But I punched myself in the stomach enough until it kind of got better. Now we're fine. But no, I genuinely prefer Supreme Commander 2 over Supreme Commander 1 because it's faster. If you've played both the games, you will understand the difference between them. If I could add one class to World of Warcraft, what would it be? Imagine how cool it would be if you could be like a dragon. And then you could turn into like a dragon, and then you could do like dragon things. Actually, no, forget it. That's lame. Don't ever add that. Some kind of demon hunter. Did I see that ludicrous display last night? The thing with Arsenal is that they're always trying to just walk it in. Am I still playing Neverwinter? Not right now, no. This is World of Warcraft. I know that they hinted at a Neverwinter Classic years ago, and they just kind of never did anything with that. And I would still like that to exist. So I'm kind of still very much holding out hope for something like that to happen. Whether it does or doesn't, I've got no idea. But it'd be cool if it did. Last time these maggots dropped a flurry axe, now they just drop goo. Try the Stormbringer Enhance. Okay, I will play retail at some point. What spec is the Stormbringer? What class is that for? The Shaman. How does the Stormbringer work? Don't think we go that way yet, do we? Because I'll play the Shaman if it can wear, like, cool plate armor and stuff. Press button, go brr, mobs die. That's what I do now. Oh, the big thing's here. Hang on. Right, kill the worms first. Good job, team. Well done. The Wing Veil Cloak. Nice. Increased damage and healing done by up to 12. Is that better than my current cloak? That might be good for me. How does it look? Oh, it looks lame. Ah, it's the only problem. It's like a pattern. Green dragon scale leggings. I don't need that. Wing Veil Cloak. Damage and healing done by magical spells up to 12. That is good for me. But it looks lame, so no. Do I like Star Wars The Old Republic? I do. Not played it in ages, so I wouldn't be able to know what it's like currently. But I played it before and had a good time with it. Remember it being enjoyable. Yeah, you can't walk around the game looking lame as a paladin. You've got to look cool. A transmog system in Classic Plus would be nice, provided you can only transmog from one thing to another of the exact same style. Does anyone have any drink stuff? Oh, mage. Hang on, we have a mage, don't we? Nick, if you get a chance, could you make some water, please, for the next fight? That'd be great. Yeah, I would like transmogs, but I would only like it. Thank you very much. I would only like it if it's the same style to same style. So like plate gloves to plate gloves and plate helm to plate helm. Not cloth helm to plate helm kind of thing. Because I do appreciate and understand the value of a transmog system, even if I don't always like it. Is there a time limit on how long you have to activate these pillars for? Because currently we are south, aren't we? So if south is the first one, as long as we activate them in order, there's no actual time limit, is there? 3 more weeks and we will know if Classic is coming out. It might not. We don't know if Classic's a thing yet. It could just be a rumor. Let me just kill some of these snakes. There we go. I will, unfortunately, always remember the reality of getting a flurry axe and not knowing what it was. Like, when I saw the flurry axe drop from the slime maggot, I was just really happy that it was a purple item. I thought it was really cool. And then when someone said, by the way, that's one of the best weapons, I was like, oh, even cooler. I didn't realize it was like the purple item. I love the fact that like any enemy can drop it. That's super cool to me. Absolutely. It makes every single fight feel like there's a reason for it to happen. If I see the new YouTube monetization rules, what do I think about it? I think that if you weren't going to hit those numbers before, you're not going to hit them now. And if you were going to hit them before, you are going to hit them now again. But it's always difficult when it's made more difficult for people to make a living on YouTube. I think it's going to harm smaller channels more than larger channels. It's not going to affect me at all, but it sucks that smaller channels are being effectively held to higher standards. Unfortunately, and this is going to sound horrible, people are just getting a lot of views on videos that don't take a huge amount of effort to make. AI videos are really hitting the algorithm hard. People are doing a hell of a lot more reaction content. A lot more people have joined YouTube not because they feel they have anything that they're actually passionate about saying, but they want to make money off it as a career. And we need to find a way of rewarding the people that want to do YouTube because they're genuinely passionate about sharing a passion they have for a specific thing, and people that are just approaching it as a money-making project and want to make a load of cash off it. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other with that. Thank you for the raid, by the way. Welcome in, raiders. Maybe YouTube should have prioritized doing something about AI slop. Maybe they should have done, but unfortunately YouTube love AI because it produces an absolutely massive amount of content. And quantity has a quality all of its own. So if someone says, hey, do you want one really good 1 hour long video, or do you want a million okay 10-minute videos? It's horrible to think that a huge amount of the population are actually fine with the 10 minutes. Also, let's just consider and be honest with yourself. How many of you have had those YouTube shorts recommended to you that basically explain bridge building techniques using kind of CGI style? Well done. You have invented the whatever type of bridge they're talking about. Normally it's using kind of ancient Chinese style vibes. I get those all the time. And I'll watch them. And sometimes I do just want to watch a short of a film that I'm not going to see. Ancient bridge building techniques are really interesting. And it will say something like, you need to cross the river, but then you put down some wood, but the wood breaks, but then you put a beam underneath it. Congratulations, you have now invented the support bridge. And I'm thinking, I did do that. That was me. Kath, you want... You try not to watch too many shorts in general. You're the smart one. Various types of retaining walls. Yeah. But YouTube care about how long you spend on the platform. So consider this. YouTube want to increase retention time and time spent on the platform. So it would make sense that YouTube, if you offer them a good 1 hour video or thousands of acceptable 10-minute videos, a lot of people just don't have a hugely discerning taste. So they will just go for the 1,000 other ones. It's like how Netflix don't focus on making the best possible films they can. They just focus on making a lot of films. But if I were to say to YouTube, hey, do you want one really good 1 hour video every 2 to 4 weeks, or do you want an average video of like 20 minutes every day? They would want the 20 minutes every day. It's also very cheap to make reality TV shows. Just when networks realize this, just follow people around with a camera. Okay, so I think this is the last one to do. I want to check this is the last one. Yeah, it is. Fantastic. Guardian of the Idol. Meet at the northeast. That's where I am now. Love this for me. And we want to drop off. I want to say this way. Yeah, that's where most of the enemies are, so we may as well drop off. Are we all ready? Yep. All right, cool. Let's go. I fell off, guys. That's what happens when you spend too long on YouTube. It happened to me, it'll happen to you. Titans fall. Josh only needs one yes to determine if the team is ready. The team is me and one other person that wants to be there. That's the energy that I'm bringing to this team. Me and one other person. That's all we need. This team are a good team. I've not died yet, and I am trying, believe me. Now, what I shouldn't do is throw the shield into that mass of enemies, but it would be funny. Damn, that was some good killing right there. That was some very good killing. Poor healer. No, the healer's doing really well. Holly is a very good healer, very reliable healer. I'm struggling to grab aggro, so give me a second. There we go. You trying to die is probably causing some stress. I'd like to say it's causing some fun. All right, we are a fun team. You're supposed to let him die, then whisper and say it was for content. I have ran with people before who have specifically messed things up on purpose and then messaged me saying, you're welcome for the content. I'm like, that's not content, that's you being a dick. Good content would just be us playing the game. Killer, you're in hospital. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I just like to be, you know, having fun and playing the game together. That's what I would like. That's what makes me happy. Tell you what, though, it is 25 degrees in this room, so I'm going to stick Consecration down. Then I'm going to put my magic shield on, and I'm going to turn on the fan. There we go. Because, good lord, is it warm in this room. Again. Yeah, so some people do decide to do things just for the gram, and I don't think that this stream is really like a screamy, shouty, angry stream. Like, I think we're pretty chilled out. I think most people here are over at least 25, and I would rather we just have a fun time chatting about the state of the world while playing the game and seeing if we can get any cool drops than just screaming and shouting and being dramatic. I don't really think there's a huge amount of drama going on with this stream. Like, I know that we talk about things that are dramatic, but in general, I think we're pretty chill. Like, no one, I don't think anyone is sat there, any one of you, thinking, you know what would make this stream better? Screaming and shouting and inter-guild drama. No one's thinking that. I mean, I'm not. You just don't know if what you see is real unless you ask. You can always ask. Ooh, a chromite shield. What does that do? Alright. Less armor, less block, less strength, slightly more stamina. How does it look? Lame! Hey, congratulations! Improved Sanctity Aura. Does that give us improved Sanctity? Increase holy damage done by 10%. Oh, hell yes! That is beautiful! We all doing more damage now. Hollyhoof says, Josh, I have a flower for you. I will accept. Arthur's Tears. Thank you. I will hold it with me always while I eat this cheese. And drink this water. Improved has 2% all damage. Okay, cool. So everyone's about to do more. This is great. Everyone's doing more damage. Let's see if we can notice it. It should do. Why are you so smart? I've hung around with more people who are smarter than me, and then I've pretended to be them. Now, at first, I thought this was flattery. Apparently, it's called identity theft. Didn't realize that. Not as fun when the police come after you. But it was fine. I just told one of the policemen I was them. Remember, guys, citizens arrest. The police try and arrest you, you can arrest them right back. How did that go for you? I just told them that I wasn't the person they were looking for. Ooh, Dark Water Bracers of the Owl. Agility, intellect, and spirit. It's not really what I want, is it? Sad drop. Okay, let's kill everything then. At this point, I don't even know who I am anymore. It's true! Like, what am I doing? Also, Raider from Ollie McJolly, Anna. Anna, I thought you were only in my stream. Are you watching other streamers? I mean, does he make you happy? What does he do that I don't? No, I'm not. I just think it's funny. I just think it's a little bit funny that I'm out here trying every day, grinding, grafting, and you are just watching another streamer. Do they have longer hours than me? Is their view count bigger than mine? I've been here for 110 streams. I deserve other streamers. Oh, I'm sorry, Anna. I'm sorry. Is the work and the effort that I'm putting in not paying off for you? Is it not enough? He has more chest hair. Fine, I'll go and watch him then. It's okay, Josh. You're still the best third stream monitor. I'm meant to be second stream. God, I'm losing. And we thought Josh wanted more people to create stuff on MMOs. No, I want the social clout of saying that I want more people to do that, but I don't want people to actually do it. Okay, I'm a performative ally. Like, I'll say that I want people to do these things, but don't actually do them because I need the clout for doing it. That's how it works. How dare people do things? Like, I want people to do well, just not better than me. That's the truth. You know, unfortunately, I have met people like that, genuinely. It's prevalent, I'm going to be honest with you, it's prevalent in the content creator scene. Every content creator is all happy, happy, smiley, smiley, full support, until you do better than them, and then they're like, oh, what a bitch, never liked them anyway. Very few content creators have actually messaged me after I've surpassed them and been like, hey man, fantastic, well done, always knew you could do it, believed in you, love being friends. But I've had a lot of people message me being like, getting a bit too big for your boots, don't forget where you came from, always remember to pay homage to those who came before you. Genuinely. I'm like, what are you on about? And I've been friends with content creators who started small and they've hit like 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, and I've been like, hell yeah, buddy, that's amazing, well done. You should be goddamn proud of that. I've messaged people when they've done well, I'm like, you can, beat me, go for it. The ideal goal of any good teacher is to train a student better than them, because that's the only way that we all collectively get better. People have said to me, does it annoy you when content creators, do better than you? I'm like, it doesn't annoy me. It inspires me. I'm proud to know these people. I'm proud to call them... Enemy is the wrong word, because an enemy is someone trying to achieve the opposite goal to you, whereas a rival is normally someone trying to achieve the same goal, and you can respect the goal. Colleagues and rivals. So, yeah, if I have a content creator doing the same thing as kind of me, and they do it better, good. Well done. That's good. First time catching one of the streams after 7 years of being a fan. Where have you been? 7 years. I've been so busy. You have so much lore to catch up on. Go back and watch all 7 years of streams. There's a lot of layers of understanding that you need to be here. And I think you need to go and watch all 7 years worth of stuff to really understand what's going on. He doesn't know about the oven. He's not going to know about the jorts. Don't you worry, we'll teach him about the jorts. Start with the human jortipede. To be fair, it is just the same 30 minutes repeated for 7 years. No, in all seriousness, content creator culture is weird because it's very much supportive until ego and emotion gets in, and then it's like, actually, no, this person needs to be brought down a peg or two. It's incredibly cliquey. And I've met content creators that I have huge respect for who are just awful with people. That's one thing that I will inform you of. People think that content creators are always just, super fantastic and really eloquent all the time. Oh, no. No. Name them. No. Ooh, spirit and stamina, 311. Not worth it. Oh, hang on. Intellect and stamina. No, it's not even plate. It's not worth it. Yeah, making your entire friend group, yeah, making your co-workers isn't ideal. That's very much true. The thing is, when you are a larger content creator, it's kind of difficult to be friends with someone who has absolutely no idea who you are, because you tend to be hanging around in circles of people that just like that kind of content anyway. And I'm not being there like, oh, do you know who I think I am? Everyone knows me. But the social stuff that I go and do normally revolves around, you know, games. And there are some weird people out there. Anyway, most content creators, lovely people. Lovely people, very down to earth, very supportive. Also, most like big celebrities in general, pretty down to earth. The normal ones, the decent ones. I told you before that I ended up playing Magic the Gathering with a rock star. Had no idea who the dude was. Turns out, just one of the nicest guys. I was at a Magic the Gathering event years ago for the Edge of Eternity's pre-release, and I ended up getting paired with this guy called Rob to play a game. And I didn't know Rob, knew nothing about Rob, sat down, started chatting, friendly enough dude, pretty good at Magic, you know, really just kind of confident demeanor, charismatic. And I'm like, so Rob, you know, tell me about yourself, man, what do you do? He's like, I'm in a band. I'm like, oh, how's that going? He's like, yeah, he's doing pretty good, you know, played some shows, done some tours, it's going fine. And he didn't push it. He just said, I'm in a band, and that was kind of it. I didn't realize that it was the lead singer of Don Broco, who were a pretty big band. So as soon as I finished, someone came up to him and went, you do know that you just played Magic with Rob Diami from Don Broco? I'm like, I don't know who that is. And then they showed me some of the stuff, and they would like sold out stadiums. And I'll tell you this, Rob, most down to earth, chill dude. Like, it's just super happy to be there. Just really pleasant to be around, talking to everyone, good energy, good vibes. Just nice guy. Just a really nice guy. So very, very privileged, very pleasant with that. Had a good time. I think he was sad because you didn't know him. He didn't care. He was really confident in himself. Dude's doing well. It just seemed like he was happy to be there and play Magic, to be honest. Which is great, because that's what we're all there for. Cole Rowland as well. Cole Rowland, excellent rock star. Fantastic guitar player. Big on YouTube. If you want to go and Google Cole Rowland's stuff. Really nice dude. Massive RuneScape nerd. Absolutely loves RuneScape so much. He left that event thinking, wow, I played Magic with Richard Madden. He was like, I met a guy who was almost Henry Cavill. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, really good things to say about those guys. Very happy with that. Charles Cecil as well, the guy that made Broken Sword. Really, really nice guy. Lovely dude, very down to earth, really chilled out. Was it him in the video where Modash had a cameo? Yeah. No, Cole, he played at RuneFest last year. Was really good at it. Oh, I heard a noise. Oh, hang on, you guys want auras back, don't you? Let me sort you out with some auras. Sort me out with some auras. Are we ready? One person says yes, and we go. That's enough. One person said yes, that was enough for me. Now, I've been privileged to meet and work with a lot of people who have been very successful, and what I have noticed in the people who I've been lucky enough to work with is they've been very kind. They've been very kind, they've been very selfless, they've also been able to laugh at themselves. That's one big thing that you tend to spot. When you meet someone who is confident enough that they can laugh at themselves, you know that they're just comfortable being there. Ben Starr is very much like that in real life. Like, Ben Starr's got this kind of arrogant, funny energy to him, but he really is just genuinely very chilled out. They accept their law. Yeah, they just have a good time. I think some people are very understanding of how lucky they are and how comfortable they are, and they've got nothing to prove to anyone. It's the nothing to prove that I like. I think it's important. I mean, there's an equal amount of people who I'm sure are absolute arseholes who are also very successful, because you're going to get arrogant people in any walk of life. And I think a little bit of arrogance is kind of needed to become the best in the world at anything, because arrogance and wanting to be the best is definitely a motivating factor for ending up being the best. Used to meet a lot of wrestlers, and some of them were the coolest guys. Yeah. Wrestlers are definitely one of those kind of very chilled out, very cool groups. Friend of mine, a guy called Shreddy Breck, professional wrestler, and just very down to earth. Does not take himself seriously at all, in like a good way. What was his ring name? Shreddy Breck. That's not his actual name. Ooh, picked up some armor that I do not need. There we go. But wanting to be the absolute best at something is, of course, one of the most important motivators for ending up being the best at something. So people always go, oh, the best in the world's a bit arrogant. I'm like, yeah, you kind of got to be the arrogant to train that much, to think to yourself, I deserve to be the best in the world. What would my ring name be if I was a WWE star? Lil Henry. Oh, WWE, not rapper. Ooh, I don't know. What would it be? You guys have to tell me. You forgot that I have to stand still for shield throw. I do. Stand very still, launch the shield. The Looper. Every match with me is exactly the same 30 minutes. Same moves, same shit talk, same celebrations, same failures. No matter who the enemy is, it's exactly the same routine all the time. You're guaranteed to get 100% perfect 30 minutes because it's rehearsed again and again and again. That would work. The Whelmer. I'd wear jorts. Right, give me something special, my dude. Increased damage and healing done by magical spells and effects by up to 9. And plus 27 fire spell damage. That's pretty good for mages, to be fair, but I don't think that's good for me, because it's cloth. And as a paladin, you never want to be touching cloth. You always want to be ready. Back up, and then around we go. Free-for-all fight with the human jortipede finisher, where I force the other wrestler to stick their leg into my jorts. Didn't even bother asking if people were ready, just straight in, let's go. I'm learning to tank. Beautiful. Aren't paladins men of the cloth? We will touch the cloth as and when we choose. Just checking we haven't pulled the enemies behind us. And if we haven't, we can go this way. The tank sets the pace, and if you end up dying, it's everyone else's fault. Hey, leveled up, level 51. Right, we can put some more points into protection. Where does it go? I think we've pretty much leveled out protection. What do I want as far as tank talents go? Improved Holy Shield. Hell yeah, there we go. Even better, even holier shield. Holier shield is great. Boots of stamina. Oh god, hang on, that could be great for me. Stamina, stamina, stamina. Is that good? Right, that is a total of 28 stamina, whereas currently my boots are giving me 26 stamina. No, 18 stamina and 8 strength. Do I want more stamina? Or do I want more strength? So, do I want 214 armor with 28 stamina? Or do I want 227 armor with 18 stamina and 8 strength? I think stamina's good. As a tank, I want to be able to last longer. The dream of every guy. And therefore the boots of... Oh god, the grippers are out! Oh, the little toe beans are on full display. I didn't realize that's what this would mean. Oh, I don't know if this is good. These piggies are going to market today. Fine. Right, I'm going to last longer because my feet are out. I don't like saying that. Toes for free in this economy. That's what the light wants me to do. That's what I will do. Little sniffers. God, I hate this so much. This little piggy is about to go to market. You're checking out my paladin's paddles. That's what you're looking at. God damn. Well, this stream took a turn. A stamina-based turn. Where's the fan art? The fan art's definitely going to be on either AO3 or Rule 34 somewhere. Oh god, I know that there are people happy with that. Too happy, if anything. You hate this. I hate this too. But if we can find another better item, we go with that. I did this. Yeah, I did this to myself. No one to blame except me. The thing is, I've been putting a load of points into this talent tree because I really wanted to improve my holy feats. And I guess now I have. Salvation ran out, that's fine. I'll get you back after this fight. Let's just pound the gasher. And then I'll get salvation onto you.
Rise up, Atala. Rise up.
Right. Salvation. Salvation. This. This. And I'm good. Never say that again. Don't you tell me what I should or should not say. I've got a hammer. That was the enemy name. We're jumping off this side, not that side. Never pretend to know what I'm doing. You're not ahead of me. I hope you were all ready. I'll say it again in 30 minutes. Yeah. That's what the stamina allows. I can't believe we've done an entire run and not seen a single flurry axe. I feel a little bit upset by that, to be honest. I am tempted to say it all the time now. Also, that enemy... Don't cry. Who's crying? Someone's crying. Oh, that's a problem. Here we go. Lovely stuff. Unless that enemy just... What I like about these enemies is they don't run away, which honestly is great. I need to trust the healer more, because that was a great pull, and we just dominated it. We just absolutely obliterated. I am trusting you. I'm even putting my Righteous Fury back on in a second. Yeah, there we go. Let me have a quick drink. Carry on. Running away is the most dangerous thing the enemy can do, because then they pull more enemies. And the last thing you want is all the enemies pulling each other, resulting in a giant circle jerk of enemies. Right, one pack from down here. Put you back on. Grab this guy. Fight on the corner. Just finished Broken Sword 2. Oh, brilliant! I'm glad you enjoyed it. I love Broken Sword 2. Would I consider playing the X-Files point and click? Absolutely, one day. Of course. I'll play them all. Just give me some time. Right, that was nice. Took out this little group. Remember to loot everything. Anything could be a flurry axe. I hate the fact that I am just slapping the ground with the bare feet. That's it, you guys. You come over here. There we go. Getting my defense up. I think this run is going relatively well. I don't want to say super well, because I think I can always improve, but I think pretty good. According to the Paladin, you must have a... You must wear cat ears and an apron. I see. I feel that I could do that. We going down here first? We have no eggs, so we can skip that room. It's a shame. Fine, let's go this way. If anything, the one thing I really want is a faster cooldown on Consecration, so I can consecrify the ground quicker. You know, however, I am aware that I'm level 51, which means we are closing in on Blackrock Depths, which is the next big thing. How you guys feeling about Blackrock Depths? Next stream. Maybe. Possibly. You see what happens with it? Give it a go. I think we can give it a go. I'm kind of sad that I wasn't able to get the Hypertech Buckler shield from the little goblin dude in Thingy Bobby. What was the place? Place where Big Princess is. The only reason I've been watching your stream every day is the anticipation of watching Blackrock Depth streams. Thanks. Oh, Mara Udon, thank you. Have any of you actually started saying Mara Udon instead of Maraudon? Just out of curiosity. Have I got any of you? Right, I may have pulled 2 mobs there by mistake. This may be a problem. Good luck, everyone. You guys all say Mara Udon now, the way it should be. Hell yeah. It's not like anyone cares. Yeah, they do. Right. Handled it. Good job. Not even sweating. Holly, you're doing a great job. I call it Maraghetti in my mind now, and it's your fault. It's Mara Udon. That's what it is. Remember aggros. Remember DPS, if you have aggro, that's your fault. And I would guess we now go down here. This is good experience, this dungeon. Tomorrow we're doing Blackrock Depths. This is a boss. Good. In like end boss. Oh, okay. Right. Back after this then. Any new best in slot? I've got some new shoes, which are, if anything, less shoe and more just feet. But as a paladin, I am meant to be performing amazing feats. And I believe I have now achieved that. Because a paladin is all about saving your soul. Soul is funny because in this context a foot has a soul. You guys need some more salvation? I will get you salvation. The consecration stops the tetanus. It does! The consecration is what allows me to walk on holy ground. Just give me a second to get some mana back, and then I will be able to... There we go. Now we drink some mana juice. Okay, you've got the streaming down. How about you leave the humor to chat? I need to occasionally inform you how humor works. I am a very humorous man. I am aware of... I know all the comedy traits. The techniques. The jokes. The japes. Possibly even a jackanaw. You'll giggle, you'll chortle. You pay real attention, I guarantee you'll guffaw. You might even, if you're very lucky, exhale air out of your nose like a bull. You guys want to hear a very intelligent joke? My friend asked if I knew any very specific jokes about the scientific notation of salt. And I said, nah. The reason that is funny, allow me to explain. Na is the scientific notation of salt. Na, pronounced as a word, is nah. Do you understand the setup? Two scientists walked into a bar. The barman said, "What do you want?" The first scientist said, "I'll have a glass of H2O." The second scientist said, "Oh, I'll have H2O too." The second scientist died. The reason that is funny is because H2O2, as in the chemical makeup of a liquid, is in fact a poisonous liquid to humans. But you thought they were saying H2O2, T-O-O. Comedy. Grammar and science, what a stream. You don't just get a good stream when you come to this stream. I mean, to be fair, you don't get that at all. But what you also do get is... I think what this stream lacks in quality, it also lacks in quantity. It just lacks. Yeah. There's a lack of stuff in general, I think. Right, let's just have a little quick sip. Apparently I'm in combat, so now I'm out of combat. There we go. That was good content. I made some good choices. Made some bad choices. Made some better choices. I'm resisting most of the enemy attacks, which is great. You're rather gruntled with this stream. Good. I wouldn't want you to be disgruntled. Being gruntled is good. Whelmed. That's how we describe it. Be whelmed. I am getting this room down now. And by I mean the rest of the team who is covering all of my mistakes. Kath, you want to take a minute to grab your mana back? Because you've not got a minute. Oh, straight in. We're not messing around now. Guys. Let's go. The light has touched all of us. Especially me. Just launch that shield at that guy. Pull the aggro back onto me if possible. If not, we start hitting some stuff. Here we go. A man walks into a bar with a bunch of tarmac under his arm and he says, "One for me and one for the road." A man is sat in the corner of a bar, made of red rubber. The barman says, "Don't mess with him. He's an absolute psychopath." That joke kind of needs the context of the previous joke before it to work to set the viewer's expectation of road-based jokes. How is it getting worse? A ghost walks into a bar. Barman says, "Sorry, we don't serve spirits." I'll tell you what though, guys, in all seriousness, before streaming and theatre and teaching and all that stuff, because like part of this is me just sharing my life with you. Before I got into acting, and obviously before I got into comedy, random fact, I kind of wanted to work in a factory that made mirrors. That was a job that I could really see myself doing. When I told my friends I wanted to grow up and be a comedian, they all laughed at me. But they're not laughing anymore. Is this a social experiment? There is nothing social about this stream. Experimenting? Absolutely. Social? No. The Star Ruby. I don't need that. Hedgehogs. Why can't they just share the hedge? That was a good one. Thank you for my conjured sparkling spring water. I much appreciate it. Right. Last group of enemies before the boss. Josh, you can't just say that was a good one after every joke you make. Of course I can, as long as they're all good ones. I'm not going to tell a bad joke, am I? If they're good jokes, I'm going to say that was a good one. I'm not going to waste your time or my time. Every joke I tell has been scientifically whittled down to only the barest essence of the joke, which means it is as razor sharp as it needs to be. Here's an example of a joke with no fat on it whatsoever. How many ears does Spock have? 3. A left ear, a right ear, and a final front ear. Oh, it's me. Sorry, I've turned into a massive creature. Good job, guys. Well done. Ooh, Gloves of the Prophet. And... oh, Fist of the Damned. Hello there. Fist of the Damned might be good for me. It's very slightly slower, but how does it look? It looks like a hammer. Okay, so Fist of the Damned steals 30 life from an enemy. Plus 6 strength. I think that's better than my Fist of Stone. Because Fist of Stone does restore mana, but Fist of the Damned gives me just health back. Oh, what's the best choice? More damage, more strength. The mana one is good. You want mana. It's not better. I hate this. Agreed it, but I'm not happy. Don't care about those. It's a cool looking hammer, though. What is in this box? Oh, bread. Okay. It is... we're the best looking one. Guys, you want it. Try to see the proc chance. I could give it a go. It's more strength. The problem is that if I equip it... yeah, I'll give it a go. It's my hammer. I'm in charge. I've got the feet out. I've got the grippers flapping around. We'll see what's going on. Will it be good? Will it not? Who knows? Let's find out. I just like hammers, you know? I just think they look cool. Oh, okay. Ready for dragons, guys? Gotcha. Gotcha on your own, which is good. Right, give me something sexy. God damn, no drops at all. Alright, that sucked. No drops whatsoever. Grippers out with life on the hammer. That's just how I roll. That's just how this paladin is. Would you rather be in the water with a Nile crocodile or a great white and a flesh wound? GH, I'm not a bitch. Give me both of them. Put me inside a crocodile with a flesh wound in the Nile with a shark as well. All right? Give me all of those. I'm not about easy mode. Give me everything. God damn, also died and also no drops. This is a disappointing run so far. No cowards in this stream. Shark in the Nile. Do you know how crocodiles die? No. Do tell me. Is this a joke? I'm kind of excited. Because I'm going to retell it as my own. I'm going to ask if the team is ready and then go anyway, because that's just my tank privilege kicking in. Oh, I was able to somehow divide them. That's interesting. Let's see if we get the extremely rare hammer that does the things. Nope, we got the Topaz Ring of Shadow Resistance. Plus 16 Shadow Resistance. I don't know if that's good, but I don't want it. Because it makes me sad. Not a joke, just a fact. Oh, I see. Do you know how you can tell the scientific difference between a crocodile and an alligator? Because I didn't know this as a kid for a long time. The difference is that when you leave, one of them will see you later, and one of them will see you in a while. Are we ready, team? You know what? I think the Fist of Stone is actually slightly better, but I'm going to go with this and see what happens. Right. Let's go. On to me, you big dragon. There we go. That's right, you stay on me, you little cheeky chap. Right, do you drop anything good? Dragon's Eye and the Rod of Corrosion again. Exactly the same as last time. Damage and healing by up to 12. Stamina Spirit up to 11. Don't need it. Rod of Corrosion, Wand, can't use it. Damn, son. That was like both good drops. Well done, though, guys. Very good run. It was quick, it was nice. I can now go and sell some stuff. Okay. Right, prep for Blackrock Depths. We'll give that tomorrow. That is a portal to Ironforge. Appreciate it. Let's take it. Ooh, a quest. Chillwind Camp. The Paladin Trainer. Oh, hello, that could be a Paladin quest. I will go and speak to them. Do I have any skills that I should learn? Oh, God, so many. I've not been doing this at all. I forgot that you need to level skills up. This would have been so much easier had I have paid any attention to this. So, let's have a look. Blessing of Light, that can be leveled up. Consecration, that's now better. Flash of Light, Holy Wrath, Lay on Hands, Seal of Light, Seal of Righteousness. Oh, there's so much stuff we didn't do. Blessing of Sanctuary is better. Devotion Aura is better. Better Divine Shield. Oh, good. Okay, cool. Quite a lot of stuff has been upgraded. And now we need to actually change around what's on the hotbar. So, let's have a look. Oh god, I've got to work out what I have and haven't got now. Flash of light. Oh, okay, holy. Where's flash of light? Okay, rank 4 changes to rank 5. Righteous defense doesn't change. Holy shield. I think I've got a better one now. Holy shield in protection. God, I've got to go through and change everything. Holy shield rank 2. Holy light. Rank 7 to rank 6. Blessing of Sanctuary, I think, should be the same. Nope. Sanctuary's gone off. God damn. Blessing of Wisdom. Rank 4's still there. I am working out what I need. Divine Shield, I think. Oh, no, that's rank 1 to rank 2. Lay on Hands, rank 3. Still rank 3. Seal of the Crusader. Where is the crew? That's rank 5. Rank 5. Seal of Wisdom should still be there and still be the same, to be honest. Rank 2. Rank 2. Seal of Light, has that changed? Yes, it has. And Cleanse is the same. Right, now let's go through here. Why are you there? Oh, that's the Hammer of Wrath, of course it is. Has the Hammer of Wrath changed? Where's the Hammer of Wrath spell? There it is, rank 1, rank 1. Flash of Light. I think you're going to be different, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, no, rank 5 still. Blessing of Kings is the same. Blessing of Salvation is the same. Righteous Fury is the same. Avenger's Shield, I don't think I can change. Pretty sure that's the same as it was before. Rank 1. And then loads of judgments, that's fine. Is my Seal of Righteousness different? Where is Seal of Righteousness? Is it in... Is it in Holy? Rank 7. Yes, change you to you. Consecration goes from rank 3 to rank 4, 280 damage, as opposed to 192. Hammer of Justice, are you any better? Rank 3. Rank 3, that's the same. Judgment's still there, and my Elixir of Water Breathing doesn't need to change. Right, everything has been leveled up. We're all good. Did I roll your own UI? I did. Didn't need to do any more. This is all working for me fine. Okay. You guys said that there was a special quest for... I'm on the Paladin quest now, aren't I? Let's have a quick check at the Paladin quest. Hang on. Paladin only quest. Chillwind Camp. Speak to Commander Ashlam Valorfist at the Chillwind Camp. Where's the Chillwind Camp? If I were a Chillwind, where would I be? Ah, I'd be in the Western Plaguelands, which are similar to the Eastern Plaguelands, but west. Well, let's go and grab this then, shall we? Let's go this way. Josh, are you playing WoW on windowed mode? Yes. Why would you not? I might need the rest of the screen for something else. Well, we'll go to the Western Plaguelands. The Paladin quest. Off to the west. Let's see what there is. You, Griffin Master. Do I have the Western Plaguelands? I don't, actually. What's the closest I have? I've got the Arathi Highlands. Ooh, that's... Oh, hang on. There's a quest there to hand in and there, which is at Airy Peak. So I may as well just travel that way. Airy Peak. Off we go. Oh good, you're back, Receiver of Wisdom. Fantastic. Folks, what a good job on challenging him on what feminism is, privilege is. He desperately clings to his blue-pilled ideas regarding all sorts of topics like a middle schooler. Just feelings, no data, no willingness to educate himself. You may not be around anymore, but you're easy to find. If you want to know how feminism messed up everyone's lives, don't be like him and listen to Rachel and Andrew Wilson if you don't want to read Occult Feminism, The Secret History of Women's Liberation. The gig's up for feminism. Receiver of Wisdom, didn't I ask you if you were the guy on Discord that sent me all of those posts about why you disagree with feminism, and you said you weren't that person? Is this a bot? No, this is a very unhealthy, unhinged person who has, for some reason, spent a long time messaging me across multiple sites and systems to demand that I kowtow down to their understanding of feminism. Is this real or a bot? No, this is a real person. Sometimes people message me and they're like, it's just a bot, bro. Saying it's just a bot or it's just a troll, I think detracts from how unhinged some people really are. I mean, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, man, but I don't think you're well. You think I only have... You did. You think I don't have his messages too? You think I only have access to you and the people you hurt on YouTube? I know that you're casting yourself as the hero within whatever weird crusade you've got going on, but I really think this is getting a little bit unhealthy now. What is going on? Craven Fear, good question. So, there's a lot of people in the world that are not all there. And there's a couple of people in the world who, in order to feel a level of power, latch onto an ideology, or in opposition to an ideology, and they make that their whole kind of thing. And then they spend a lot of time, because for some reason these people have a lot of free time, letting everyone else know how and when they're wrong. Yeah, I'm going to have to just ban you and move on. The problem is that yesterday, or a few days ago, the dude starts the conversation in quite a tactical, brilliant way, saying, yeah, all of me and the mod team just ban people that disagree with me. So I want you to understand that I'm not banning you because I disagree with you. I'm banning you because you're making the stream an awkward place for people to be. He just realized you weren't paying any attention. Oh, I banned him. You were letting yourself get manipulated by women's crocodile tears. He blocked you before you blocked him. Did he? Did he win? Okay. I want you to understand that you're not banned because I disagree with you. You're banned because you're being a dick. It's a real shame because all he'll do, because this is his second or third account, is just make another account and come back. What did you miss? I want you to imagine the most unhinged person you've ever met. Genuinely. I want you to imagine the most mentally unstable person that you know. And then I want you to imagine that that person has 24/7 access to you and will always let you know what they think all the time. Now imagine thousands of those people always have access to you and always need to let you know what they think all the time. That, unfortunately, is what I think a lot of people online end up being like. It's a shame because part of me is like, hey, I bet if you had a support network around you of people that you could talk to and would listen to you and value you, you could probably, you know, learn a lot of interesting stuff. Ooh, hang on. Griffin Rider's Stormhammer. That sounds pretty cool. Oh, it's too slow. It's a one-handed mace, and it looks kind of boring, but it's just too slow. That's a shame. Griffin Rider's Leggings, Leather, Strength, and Agility. We don't need that either. It's a very slow one-handed weapon. You don't need that. That's too slow. I mean, I'll do the quest because it's a paladin quest, but I feel that the slow weapons are better if you are using Seal of the... There's a seal that you do more damage. Is it Seal of Justice? No. What's the seal that has a chance of hitting for quite a bit? Seal of Command? That was the one. Seal of Command. Where is Seal of Command? Just so I can double check exactly how it works. Have I just not got it? You don't have it. It's a retribution talent. Gotcha. Yeah, Seal of Command potentially does like 70% of your weapon damage, which if you've got a weapon that hits really high is excellent. But I don't have that. I want a weapon that's really fast because the fast weapon applies the Seal of Retribution holy damage quicker, and my Righteous Fury means that holy damage generates more threat for me. So you want Seal of Righteousness with a fast weapon. We're going to do Blackrock Depths tomorrow, but I do need to hand in a couple of quests before I go and do that. Commander's better for two-handed. That would make sense as well, because you're just going to hit way more damage. The hammer also doesn't look cool. And it's very important that whatever you use looks cool. And as cool as the Fist of the Damned is, I do think my Fist of Stone, restoring mana to me, is a better choice. Why am I in a group? That's a good question. The seals scale with damage anyway. Your seal still deals less damage per attack with a fast weapon than it would with a slow weapon. I don't think it does. The Seal of Righteousness just said it grants extra melee attack and additional 30 holy damage. I think seals do flat damage. Or do seals do more damage if you have... Like right now, I've got a weapon that's... The weapon speed is 1.8 and the seal does 30 holy damage. Where if I change to Thrashblade, which is a super slow sword, the seal is doing... Oh no, you're right! It does 46 holy damage. Okay. So Righteousness, it's not just flat damage. It's flat damage, but it's based on the speed of the weapon. So the Seal of Righteousness does more damage. The tooltip just isn't very useful. That is fascinating. I never realized that, genuinely. So do I still want a fast weapon if I'm using Righteousness? That does mean that the Thrashblade, which could grant an extra attack on the next swing, I'm still going to want to be using the Fist of Stone because that gives me mana back per hit. Fast weapon is better. In case you want to use Wisdom, because then every time you hit the enemy you get some mana back and it just kind of smooths out, I suppose. Yeah. They're better for threat generation as a protection paladin. Gotcha. I'm going to stick with one-handed hammers anyway, because I just like the vibe of the one-handed hammer. Now we need to go this way and then up to Jamal the Prophet. Since Reckoning lasts for 8 seconds and 4 swings, you would want a sub 2-second weapon normally. Yes, I have heard about that. And I'm sure I will look into the exact way it does and doesn't work. You. I'll throw my shield at you. Hell yeah, I love that attack. The scaling from magic damage on gear is flat. Oh, good point, because when it's like, you do an extra this much per magic thing, so a fast magic attack is better, because then you just simply get the scaling added more. Wonderful. I'm going to go with what looks coolest, which is going to be as soon as I hit 70. I don't want to do too much PvP before I hit 70, because I'm just aware that kind of pre-70 PvP is going to be me against much more min-maxed characters. Oh, that's the big, really powerful spider. But I need to go up there. So, I want to see if I can just kind of sneak past. Yeah, perfect. Wonderful. That's the spider that kills you. That I have learned. Level 70 PvP is going to be even worse. Yes, however, I understand that when I'm at level 70, you also earn more honor per game. So I can just, honestly, just be in a game and die a lot. Because you get some honor by just being in the game. That's why you do PvP in the 60 to 69 bracket. Is that still worth doing? Why have you brought the spider up here? Why are you bringing the spider up here? I see you trying to bring the spider up here. And now I've had to jump down. God damn it. Because spiders are cute, Josh. They're not. They're not. They're horrific amalgamations of legs. Spiders have too many legs and snakes have too few legs. But if they just got together and shared, they'd both be lizards and that's fine. Right, Helm of Exile. How does it look? Lame. Rain Strider's leggings. Damage and healing by up to +9. These are both bad for me. I'll take the Helm of Exile, but I'm not having it. I'm not wearing it. And I'm not happy about any of this. Look, if you just gave a snake 4 legs, you'd have a lizard, and that's fine. And if you gave a spider 4 legs, you'd have like a little furry thing, and that's also fine. It's the 8 legs and the no legs, which I've got a problem with. Right, now I think we want to be going to... back to the place over there. And we want to fly to wherever the hell the Western Plaguelands is. Thank you very much, Noblest Steed, for subscribing. Very kind of you. Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Ah, Western Plaguelands, just north of where we are. Perfect. Love this. I always watch your streams privately under my sandwich desk because my wife thinks you are manly. She's wrong. Depends what you believe by the word and the term manly. I mean, I'm playing a 22-year-old MMORPG. on a desktop that looks like it's been kind of redone to resemble Windows 98. And I had a shower and didn't bother gelling my hair. Now it's done that kind of weird curly thing. And I look a bit like a slightly English Tucker Carlson. Which I don't think anybody wants, to be honest. So there are definitely choices that have been made. You like the hair like this? My hair's long. I've got very, very long hair. And it just kind of naturally falls over itself like that. Right, let's go this way, to the Western Plaguelands. At least now you have one long thing. Oh, you're on my penis. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I totally agree. It's like a battering ram. That. It's like a tiny mushroom that's just been punched by an angry man. See? It's like a flat Lego brick. It's like a sad acorn. We can keep going. I'm confident enough that I can just keep going with this. It's not a problem. It's like a scared turtle's head. You see, the comedy in this entire section, guys, the comedy comes from Willy. Oh, honestly, peak comedy. You can't beat it because it's too small. But the comedy does genuinely just emerge. Oh, goodness me. Help us, please. Someone. What have I done? Look, don't try and make a joke at my expense, because what I will do is I'll just make a better joke at my expense. The Western Plaguelands. Full of the Western Plague. It's almost a shame that I know none of the world will matter once I get to Outland. Like, all I'll be doing is Outland dungeons again and again and again until I hit level 70, then we'll be doing raids. But what I want to do after I get to level 70 is I want to return to some of the world dragons and see if I can grind them just to get the rare drops, to be honest. Because I do want to get the rare drops. But I do think it genuinely is a shame. Oh, you need to do reputation grind to get into heroics. I could do that. If Classic Plus isn't very good, should we just all start on the actual Classic server? Just so we can have the true Classic experience. I just want to go back to the Dead Mines, guys. I just want to be where I'm comfortable, you know, where I know. Was that Uther's tomb? Uther? No way, I know you. Oh, these look like the towers. Oh, this is Uther. I know him from StarCraft. Here lies Uther the Lightbringer, first paladin, founder of the Order of the Silver Hand. Uther lived and died. That's the end of the story. Oh. Hey. I assume that someone's probably doing a quest right now. And, you're here. What's up? I feel that I'm kind of standing watching somebody else's quest happen. You witnessed a horde quest where you have to defile the tomb. Gotcha. Uther, question. Are you wet? Because that would answer a long-standing debate we've had. Do you think Uther said, and now I must go and save the world of Warcraft? Do you think he ever said, and we must all stand united against the World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade expansion? I bet Uther did say when he died, I have finally faced the wrath of the Lich King. I bet Uther as a ghost once said, and now we must truly experience the mists of Pandaria. I bet Uther looked at Deathwing flying over the planet and thought, wow, that is going to cause quite the cataclysm. I bet when Uther died, he looked toward all of the other paladins and said, one day you will be the warlords of Draenor. I bet as Uther was dying, he looked up toward the sky and said, this truly has been a battle for Azeroth. I bet one day Uther, as he was dying, looked into Arthas's eyes and said, midnight. I bet as Uther was journeying to the land of the dead, he said, and now as I die, I really will be the last Titan. Uther took a long time to die. Uther finally went, and as I die, I shall travel to the Shadowlands. Who's the jailer? Uther. He died the way he lived. Talking. Will someone let him know to equip the trinket to loot the Scourge Stones? Oh, hang on. What trinket's this? I should probably go and sell some stuff. I've got, like, so much stuff on me that I need to sell. Am I okay? I am okay. I'm just enjoying the world of Warcraft. The Burning Crusade. Patch 1. Right, what's the... Where's the dude with the shop? Oh, hang on. I haven't even spoken... That's a problem. You're level 56. That's a tad too tough for me. Is what a coward would say. Hungering Wraith. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me with your rhythm stick. Let's see what would happen. You against me. Let's go. You're level 56. I'm level 51. You don't stand a chance. You don't stand a ghost of a chance. Oh! It's like that bit in Yu-Gi-Oh! What if I were to put on Seal of Wisdom, which is going to get me some wisdom back? What if I stun you? You can keep trying, Ghost. Ghost boy. But I've got potions that you couldn't even dream of. Like health potions. And other ones. Okay, we're out of... I'm not hitting you much now. You seem to have gone really angry all of a sudden. Let's just put on that. And then maybe unleash. There we go. Hell yeah. I don't know if you guys saw what I just did there. But I think you'll find I did a pretty damn good job of that. Is this the anniversary server? Yes. Yes, it is. Undoubtedly the best paladin you've ever seen in this exact moment. Looked away, can you do it again? Yes, I can. That was definitely one of the fights of all time. Right, who is going to sell me some stuff? Right, none of you shops. You, supplier. Supply me. Medicine blanket, no. Engineer's Guild headpiece. How does it look? It looks lame. Don't need it. Let me just sell loads of stuff. I feel that I should probably go and hand in that electrified scale quest for however I do that. What else don't we need? Probably don't need black truffles, mageweave cloth. The Scepter of Celebras. Oh, that takes you right to the end of the dungeon, doesn't it? I don't want to sell Sancthrace the Deflector because it might be useful. The Hulkstone Pauldrons. Hang on. Stamina, how do they look? Not as cool. I'll keep the Thrash Blade just in case. I've sold my own shoes, which means that the grippers are now on full display all the time. Not selling the Noggin Fogger. Will I have a cosplay as Will Riker? I can step over a chair with the best of them. So yes, absolutely. Maybe. Why have I got so much Morning Glory Dew? Like, I'm not complaining. I'm just curious. Okay, that's made some space. This is good. Can you fix my armor? Thank you. Right, what do I need to do now? Ah, equipping this badge is an indication of your service to the Argent Dawn. But I must replace another trinket. Either the blazing emblem or the chained essence of that guy. Alright. Okay, I'm in the Argent Dawn now. I'm Argenty and Dawny. Remember, guys, if your Morning Glory lasts for more than 4 hours, find your nearest paladin and high-five them. What's this quest? A quest called A Plague Upon Thee? A Shakespeare-based quest. Obviously, I'll take it. Sup, Nathaniel?
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Whatever you want me to do, mate, I'll do it. Ask them to lay on hands, and keep laying on hands until the trinket dies down. The Argent Dawn killed your family, please don't do it. Well, I'm sure that they had their reasons. Is your guy barefoot? He's not barefoot, he's human foot. I'm not a druid. Josh, my friend wishes your camera were more HD, but little does she know that you are low-res IRL. My camera is HD. This is just how I look. I'm just fuzzy. Unfortunately, I just have like a natural, general overall fuzziness to me. Yeah, I'm in the Plague Lands now. This is where the real paladins are. And tomorrow, we will even do Black Rock Depths, BRD. That's like one of the big boy dungeons, and I will get the Gladiator Chain again first try. Because I am running, I cannot overstate this, the streamer client. It's where you get better drops easier. I don't normally tell people that, but that's just how we do it. Minions Scourge Stone, 1 out of 20. God damn, that's going to take some time. Anyway, it is time for my bed. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to go to bed. Thank you very much for joining me. Let's see who else is online, because I know you guys don't want to be left alone with your thoughts. You might have to do some introspection. Nobody likes that, do they? Rage Darling is doing World of Warcraft. Go and say hi to her. For now, ladies and gents, thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow, 6 o'clock until 10 o'clock, every day, unless I have a hurty tummy, which happened yesterday. Go and say hi to Rage. She's an excellent streamer. Let her know that I say hello. I think she's casting the Race to World First, which is some kind of Warcraft thing. I don't know. Have a good night. Take care. Good night.